It's good. It's good enough. We're live.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I don't know how to turn it down.
I had it on loud because I was hearing the thing.
Gotcha. Well, you might actually have to get on your phone to see what the action is because I can't see on
Are we
mine.
starting right now?
It's on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's live.
Oh shoot. I thought we were eating
can't-
first.
You can't be cussing on my channel. It's a family. Family.
Said shoot.
Shoot. Yeah, that's what he said.
Let me set up this real
My
quick.
bad. I just heard it wrong. I have a dirty mind.
Here's your food.
Oh, thanks. Oh yeah, I forgot that. That's okay. No one's on.
Okay, good.
I don't think there is at least.
There's one.
There's one person. Well, we can't see your questions yet. We're waiting for.
Give us a second. We're not prepared.
I'm not good at communicating. with
Trevor's.
Sean.
He started without me.
Yeah, I just was like, okay, go.
Should I turn this on or no?
I mean, you can. It'll help, I think.
Yeah, I'll turn it on a little bit.
We can see now.
It helped for my camera too. Okay. We're rolling. Okay.
Cool.
Hello.
The Q&A here down in Prescott by Campfire, and Sean's going to look at the questions. If there's any questions for him, it's Sean's sheep life. So if you have any questions for him, he's going to look at those and answer those. And then if anybody who wasn't here earlier watching my live stream, or if you missed it or whatever, have any questions for me, just let me know. Now we're getting smoked out. All right.
My first question, or first comment, first person in here, Dominic. What's up, man? Sounds fun. You're gonna head out. Where are you guys going?
Echoes. I'm gonna get Kai so he can be closer. He's mad at me.
I'm an Overland bound member. I couldn't tell you my number offhand, but
Hey, I forgot to tell you, I posted the pictures of the thumbnail. Is the picture I got of you a second ago.
oh yeah,
Figured it was relevant. The fact that you're here.
yeah. 2 years ago in the Overland Expo West at Flagstaff, I was there. I signed up, so that was that.
Don't burn yourself, Kai. Is it lagging?
No, just seen Octavio Wells. What's that at? I asked him where he's going with all the people.
Oh, you paused it. Okay. I was like, it's not moving.
Speed that up.
Gotcha. I thought it was lagging.
Oh wow, so you were there early, huh?
I have really bad eyesight. I can't see.
It lags a little bit.
Oh, he's member 158.
Yeah, I'm like 20,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I got that, it'd be like some crazy number,
Yeah,
5,000 something.
I think I'm like 18 actually, but that's way off from him. Okay. Very unprepared for all this, so
Yeah, it
eating
was,
while I'm talking, talking while I'm eating.
it was just like an idea. Sean was like, we should do it live and like Q&A by the campfire and stuff. And I was like, that'd be awesome. And I was trying to set up my camera. I just realized I'm blinding everyone. I was trying to set up my actual camera to my computer, but I couldn't figure it out. And the software kept failing or whatever. Or maybe I just don't know how to download the software so I could actually hook it up. And so I gave up and I was like, we'll just use my phone. And luckily the fire provides a decent amount of light, so the video probably won't come out too terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a cool idea though.
And we'll hang out here for a second. You know, a little more people come in while we're eating here. What's up, Anthony? Wonder if they're better like this.
Here's California.
No.
Huh?
I like
Kind
that.
of.
Think it's better like that?
I think the words are bigger. I can see better at least. I like the format better on the other one,
I
but
want to like, yeah, like expand that, you know?
yeah. What time? That's a good question. What time is it? I think it's like almost 7. My phone's the one running out the light.
Oh, yeah. 6:45.
6:45. Holy cow! It's 8:45 for him. It's already like nighttime. It's been dark there for a while. It gets dark here at like 5 o'clock. It kind of stinks.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask your own questions.
Yeah.
Chat publicly as Sean Sheep Live.
Oh, yeah. I can like, yeah.
Open them up.
So,
Sean, you didn't want to wear our matching sweaters?
I was chopping wood, so I just put this on. Yeah.
We have matching sweaters. I guess Sean just didn't want to.
I can go get it, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm kidding. Sean's mom got me this sweater for my birthday, and she got Sean one too, the exact same ones. Same style, same color, and everything. So we have matching sweaters now.
I don't know. She should at least got like a different color, I guess.
Remember it now.
I guess so.
We go to the gym together. People are like, "Oh, you guys gay?"
Yeah, right. That's done.
Try not to look too sus.
Yeah, right. All right. So what do you do on these live streams?
Wait for people to ask questions, talk to people about questions, and usually go on really long tangents off of one question and forget the relevance of the actual question.
I wrote down a few questions for you, so we'll get into that later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't write down any questions for you, so this is gonna be weird.
Well, just while I was cooking, I was
I didn't think about that.
getting a
so
few questions.
That would have been a good idea. I don't know. I'll brainstorm questions
Yeah.
after you ask questions, and we'll go from there.
It's weird seeing us like flipped around. Like
I know, it's like
I'm on this side, you're on that side, but
same.
really we're yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it did flip it. That's true.
Which is fine. I mean,
Oh wait, no, it's not flipped though, because technically from that stance,
oh, I guess so. Yeah.
so someone was actually sitting there. Very interesting. I actually used to want to have a channel just like this, where we just like I had a co-streamer or whatever, and we just talked about random stuff, like basically a podcast. I really want to do that. I actually thought about doing it with my brother. We never really started it. It was gonna be something we did. I did one. I'm trying to think about it. I think I did make a video with me and my brother doing something. I have to go back on my channel and see if I can find that. I know I filmed it. I don't know if I uploaded it. We like made Legos. Maybe it was. No, I didn't have live stream back then. But that was always something I wanted to do. That's what this feels like right now.
Yeah. It's going kind of good right now because the dogs are just kind of laying down, tired. They're tired today. That's for you. That question's for you.
Is it?
What do you name Jeep?
Sorry, I'm chewing. I will announce that in a couple of videos from now, because I feel like it'll be deeper.
I don't even know, so
Really? Did I not tell you?
you didn't tell me, no.
Okay, it's a secret for Sean too.
Yeah.
I know very few people know actually. I did tell someone yesterday because they were like, "What was the deal?" But they kind of like already knew what I was naming the Jeep because like I've mentioned it before. And then they told me it was a bad name. And I told them to come up with a better one, and they couldn't. So I guess it's fair.
Yeah.
I was like, look, it's like either old heifer or like I don't know. I wanted it to have meaning behind it. I didn't want it to be like just a random name. And so the name might have a little too much meaning behind it, and I think that's the problem. But I don't know. I like the idea of it having a story. That was something really cool. I think with Jade was the story behind not just that Jade had a name, because like everybody knows who Jade is, because Jade became like her own character in Jake's channel. Just having a name helps it become gives it its own identity. It's kind of like when you were a kid and your parents told you not to name that cat that you brought home because when you name it, you get attached to it. And I think it's the same thing with your vehicle. When you name it, it gives it more of like its own identity, and like you're able to refer to it almost like a person. And so like I really wanted to name it, but I didn't want to just name it something that still made it seem like a vehicle. I wanted it to name it something that made it seem almost like its own person. And so I came up with a name, and I just haven't announced it yet. I kind of trolled you guys on that last video, I guess.
Yeah, well, one thing led to another, and we ended up almost staying in the parking lot.
I was gonna tell you guys, but then I was. It fit too good to toss that in after the Jeep just decided it wasn't gonna run anymore.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's better to have too much or more sentimental value to the name than not any at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what I told her too. I was like, look, it's a little excessive, but at least now it has a story behind it. It's something.
Yeah, you can pretty much name anything you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, does it make any sense?
Having a meaning behind it.
Yeah, it
I
really
feel
doesn't
like
make sense if you don't,
gives it more in depth.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's just a cool name, then
Yeah, unless it's a really cool name.
yeah.
I think Jade is actually a shade of green.
Yeah.
Is it? I think he said that one time.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not all of draft though.
It's always a problem for me though. Kai's got this really cool name, and now I'm not going to be able to name my kid Kai because I have a dog named Kai, and that'd just be weird, I think, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'd be more of a problem having to convince the mom to let me name it after my dog. Name the baby. Careful, Kai, you're going to burn yourself. Don't get too close to fire.
Okay.
You want to tell them what happened to Brody earlier?
don't name it after a girl you once loved. So,
Unless. I don't see why that's a problem though.
just cut it there, unless.
Unless.
Yeah, just cut it there. So a story happened when I got back to camp earlier. Me and Trevor kind of did our own things today. I went back to my parents' house and kind of cleaned up the Jeep a little bit, and he went off to do whatever he did. And when I got back, my camera died. All right, we're gonna hold this story. My camera died.
Oh no. Is it dying?
I don't know what happened. Oh, maybe it took another video because it ran too long.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going again.
Okay. You did that like 13 seconds, says 13 minutes is up, reset.
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know why cameras do that. I wish that was a setting option.
All right, well, back to this story. Yeah, I was driving back. I got some wood for the camp. I was over here cutting it and, you know, getting in the zone, cutting the wood. But anyways, I was looking for Brody around, so I didn't really call him. I know he like kind of stays with me. But I look over and there's 2 wild boars. One of them was like charging him, and like Brody like backed up. So I didn't run over there. I just kind of walked over, like, hey, get out of there. And they kind of ran off to the distance. And ever since then, I just kind of was like watching Brody from there, pretty much. But you never know what you're gonna see out here. It could be pretty wild sometimes.
Wild animals. And
Yeah.
you heard coyotes yesterday.
Coyotes yesterday. Yeah.
Didn't see them, but heard them.
Yeah.
Either way, I got my gun on me now just because, like, too close to call with the dogs and stuff. Especially Brody being off leash, and he just thinks everybody is his friend.
Pretty much.
I mean, he's almost gotten run over by my Jeep like 20 times this week.
He was like wants to like you should just open your door. And let
I'm
him
pulling in, and he just runs up to my door, and he jumps on the door while I'm still driving. I'm like, dude, get away.
in. Yeah.
I don't know why he wants to get on my Jeep so bad. He just does. I don't know what I did to deserve his love, but he just thinks I'm the greatest thing ever.
I think it's because like the mixture of like Kai and like the
Yeah,
Jeep.
but Kai's mean to him. He's
Kai likes him.
Kai gets along with him.
Yeah.
He likes playing with Kai. I guess.
Remember that one dog in Moab, the I don't know what it was, Labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
Oh, the golden doodle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brody didn't like him.
He did not like
That
him.
was weird.
It was weird because he loves every dog.
Yeah, Brody, and usually Kai is more the one to have problems with dogs. Brody did not like that dog.
No, he did not like it
He
at
got
all.
along with every other dog, but not that one.
Mhm. People's a different story. We won't go into that. But
You're not going to get along with every person?
well, like coffee shops, you know, he like barks at people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they're like, he lets them pet him and then he just barks at them.
I think half that's like he's on leash. He doesn't like being on leash.
Oh.
And I
I'd
do
rather
not
just
have.
run free.
Oh, man, I was so unprepared. I don't have my microphone facing this way. It's facing the exact opposite way.
Jen's making fun of us.
Oh man.
No, it's relevance. We're having nice
Hopefully-
conversation.
Hopefully we're talking loud enough. My microphone's facing the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, yours.
Mine was facing backwards.
I think that the mic is good on where it's set up there now. Maybe not before.
Yeah, it was facing that way.
I hope-
Unprepared.
I'm hoping that we'll have like the cool sound of the fire crackling with the audio. I kind of want to rewatch this live stream. I like the setup. It's a lot cooler looking
What?
with the fire
Oh yeah.
and having like I'm hoping you hear the fire and stuff.
Yeah, it's good. It's going good.
I wish we had a lot more efficient like lapels and stuff so we could set up the camera, have a lapel set up, and you can see the fire. That would have been cool.
Nice. We got 7 people in here right now.
7 people. Ask us questions, guys. We're all here for questions. If you have any questions for Sean, or only questions for Brody. Brody likes to answer questions.
She wished you a happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Jen. Good luck on your, I guess, traveling in general. Last I checked, she posted it was $4 for gas in California. That's a big nope for me.
Sorry, I'm just doing my normal.
Are you snapping?
Yeah.
We interrupt this message while Sean is snapping. I heard something, but I can't.
I think Brody.
He's right there. He was right next to me.
Oh.
Waiting for me to give him food.
Maybe it was something over there.
Maybe.
Something's going on.
Just on guard. We are both in Prescott, Arizona right now. Chino Valley is I guess that's where Sean lives.
Yeah.
So, or where he used to live, I guess.
It's technically the same thing.
It's like the same area. It's like a little city outside of Prescott.
Grab this
So like this whole vicinity, we've just been around here. I've been using Sean's parents' house as a mailing address, so I have something coming in tomorrow that I'm really excited about. Like, can't wait. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. I'm hoping it's here in the middle of the day and not the end of the day. And then my sister sent me most likely t-shirts or something that's supposed to be here on the weekend. And after that, I plan on going on to Phoenix. At least after my Jeep is drivable again, or safe highway worthy again. And where are you going actually? I think you said
Down to
something about
Phoenix, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we may or may not meet up there. We might do like do what we did today and just kind of like do our own things, but maybe just meet up at camp spots and stuff. Gives the dog something to do too.
Yeah, it's good for Brody to really play with another dog, cause
Yeah.
Same with Kai, I bet.
It also just helps for like security reasons and stuff, or just like for things like this, talking and stuff. It
Oh,
gets
yeah.
lonely.
I would definitely be asleep right now. If he wasn't here.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been. Like usually as soon as the sun goes down, like I'm done. Like that's the end of the day for me.
Mhm.
And stuff my light was on. But like since he's here, we usually stay up and make a fire, and I don't just sit by the fire. We don't do much.
Mhm.
Play on our phones, but
Pretty much. Like I'd be up in the tent watching a movie right now.
right.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
It's not like popping up, huh? Don't come to California. I'm not going to California. That's for sure.
I'm waiting for stuff to cool down, but
Scottsdale, that's where my brother lives at. It's pretty nice over there. I like going over by the Lake Roosevelt, that kind of area. There's good camping over there. I don't know why this isn't staying
where,
on.
Scottsville? Wait, where?
Scottsdale. It's
Scottsdale?
part of Phoenix. Broke back Prescott. Pretty much. Try to get out of here as fast as I can.
The wind. We're gonna catch our mics on fire. The little fuzzy thing on the outside. We got sparks flying everywhere.
Was that girl Jen? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in Scottsdale, I guess. She's in
Is
Arizona.
that Arizona?
Yeah, it's Arizona.
And she didn't tell me? Rude.
You should be here right now.
Right? We could have a three-way thing.
That sounded wrong.
Yeah, that did. That's not what I meant. We could all be traveling.
Uh-huh.
Right, Brody?
Together. She doesn't have a dog, does she?
No.
No.
Oh, it'd be so tight if she had a dog. She has like, I don't know how, she's like completely minimalist. She still has her other seat in. And like, basically what you're doing with your Jeep, but completely cut off the trailer.
I've
and
seen
then live in it. It's like tiny.
I've seen in your video she was like sleeping in the back seat.
Yeah, she sleeps
Yeah.
in the back seat, which is already like tight. The only plus is that JKs are a little bit wider than like TJs and
Mhm.
YJs.
Yeah.
It's still really, really small though. Even if I had a JK, I'd still have like my same setup. I'm waiting to hear back from the. Oh yeah, she did say that.
Mm.
I didn't know she was in Arizona though. I thought she was still in California waiting to hear back from a job.
Is she from California originally?
I think so.
Okay.
I got a little confused because I think she's from California.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, one of my supporters, Chris Rickard, I thought he was from California because he just did a cross-country
Mhm.
cross-state, like travel from California all the way to the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he lived in California because he said he stopped traveling. So I thought he drove all the way back to California.
Oh.
But apparently he lives in the East Coast, and his girlfriend really likes California, so they were like in California together. And then they traveled with some friends all the way back to the East Coast. I'm like, okay, so I didn't realize that. So now I have people asking me when I'm heading to East Coast. Oh, that's my mom. Hi,
Hey.
Mom.
Hey, Mom. She's from San Diego.
San Diego. That's not far away.
Or as Ron Burgundy would say, San Diego.
Mamma mia.
I don't know why you don't play with my face.
I didn't see your text because it's my phone's up there, and Sean's phone's down here, and we're looking at the messages that we receive, the
Mhm.
comments. We're doing Q&As and asking each other questions and stuff. I forgot we still have your mom's cake.
Oh, yeah. We can crack that out for
Dessert.
Yeah.
I don't have milk. Did I get milk? No, I didn't get milk. Bummer. I like milk with bread, cake,
Could,
and brownies, and cookies, and everything else. Huh, Brody?
Yeah.
The
You do,
one
I don't.
whisker. You're not big on milk?
Nah, I like milk, but not like I don't like dip stuff in them. Like the
Oh.
cereal after the milk's the best, but or
Well,
the
is
milk
there any way
after the
else to
cereal.
eat? What about Oreos?
Oreo, yeah, I like Oreos and milk.
They have to be in milk. I can't eat them without milk. Like, if without milk, there is no Oreo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good. So I made some chicken and rice for us. I'm on like a bulking diet, so that's pretty much like all I'm eating. I'm trying to gain as much weight, and I don't know about him.
I don't have to try to lose weight. So.
Yeah, I just make extra all the time, so just give some to him too.
So I've been eating chicken and rice. That's Sean's specialty. It's chicken and rice, and my specialty is potatoes.
Yeah, the potatoes he makes are pretty good over the fire.
Very proud of my potatoes.
It's been very good having those. Especially, I need to get a cast iron. He has that cast iron.
Oh, yeah.
It's helpful. I'm probably gonna get one.
It really changes the taste, but you gotta like really. It's weird. Abusing them actually is better for them. At least if you know how to abuse them. Abusing them the right way.
Yeah. Definitely cast iron. I'm gonna be heading down to Phoenix here pretty soon. I have a couple of friends come, or I have one friend come from Texas, and he wants to do like a kind of like a trail ride. I don't know if he's gonna do like a day ride or maybe like overnight, but up to Crown King. It's like this mountain in Arizona that's pretty high up and known for really good off-roading. So he wants to do that. Hold on, I'm waiting for my camera to start again.
It'd take a second to reset.
Should. It did last time.
Is it like bling or something?
It did last time.
Unless it just completely turned off.
I'll have to go back to the story 1 second.
We interrupt this regularly programmed live stream to bring to you Pepsi. The soda that's almost as good as Dr. Pepper, but you only get it really if you're tired of Dr. Pepper for a little while or something else, but it's still pretty good.
It should just keep recording, huh?
Do I have to come up with more commercials?
No, I got it.
I was gonna be like,
It should just keep recording.
millions of dogs suffer every single day.
And
What
back to the
would you
channel.
do if there was a child right in front of you?
Okay, so where was I at?
I
actually
a
forgot.
mountain in Phoenix. Something about off-roading.
The Crown King. Okay, so it's known for really good off-roading, and it's like I don't know, there's a little community up there, a really nice little bar that you can go sit down to, and yeah, he's gonna come up on the 17th, I think, and he started a whole group chat with like all of his off-road friends, and we're gonna do that, and I don't know if we're gonna do like a day thing or maybe like a whole overnight, but we'll find that out when it happens. But after that, then I'm gonna head down to Phoenix for at least a while. It's a lot warmer. So it got cold up in Idaho.
And I would have probably left for Phoenix now if it wasn't for my bumper still working, the Jeep broke, and I'm waiting for Kenzie's present to get here. But I might have to go early and come back for Kenzie's present because the
Bye,
boots
Jeep
that,
Nomad.
Oh, bye, Jen. The boots that Dad got me, the closest Bass Pro Shop / Cabela's is in Phoenix, and I have to return them before they're out of date or out of return time or whatever. So they have like a Sportsman warehouse here, which is kind of the same thing as Cabela's ish, but it's not owned by them, so I can't return them. It's the problem.
Yeah. I think we're caught up right now.
Big Swool. Stay hydrated. Oh yeah, staying hydrated is definitely Natalie. That's my aunt now.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Aunt.
Where's your family? They're not on the live stream.
No, I doubt they're gonna get on.
Still in unemployment? Kind of. Hopefully. I mean, I hope I get one. I don't get a lot from unemployment now, but I'm still trying to survive off of it the best I can.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? But yes, still on unemployment. It's the only thing feeding me right now, aside from my supporters. But I say that unemployment feeds me, and my supporters pay for all the repairs, which is a lot.
Yeah, we had some pretty serious stuff happen with Trevor's Jeep. But you guys seen it already, actually.
All the casualties.
Yeah.
Every other video now is just something else broke.
It's working good right now, huh? You drove good today?
It runs good.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
brakes don't work good, but it runs good.
At least you can kind of stop, I guess.
I can stop.
I think we can. Tomorrow we have to adjust them. Yeah.
I was gonna do it in the parking lot, but I had a lazy day today, and I was like, I can drive without brakes. It's not a problem.
I'll let you answer this one now.
Oh.
You just turned it off again.
Really?
I gotta figure this out.
Are you sure the battery's not dead?
No, it's 100%. But it had a brand new battery.
What about the 9?
The GoPro?
Mhm.
Yeah. me switch.
Maybe.
I just can't use the whole light deal, but I think the GoPro is pretty good. Let me go get it.
I might be able to download this and we can just reuse this.
Oh, let me see. I'll get the 9 here.
That works. I am eating chicken and rice that Sean made. It's a speciality on the road. It seems to be a common, probably your #1 meal on the road, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Chicken's cheap, rice is cheap, so.
That's true, chicken. I usually do potato and eggs, so similar concept, but I might change it up a bit. Rice seems like it cooks a lot faster than potatoes.
And I can't use the microphone for the GoPro either.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Yeah. I need to get a new cord for it. Because DJI and GoPro don't interact or whatever.
My whole family is like watching, but on their own channels. Let's see, brother. This video is brought to you by Honey. I don't know how my whole family, like, I've never seen all my family on a live stream before, but they are now.
Yeah, they just came to see me.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. I'll put the
They're like,
light.
we know who Trevor is. We want to meet this person.
Yeah. I'll put the light.
My
like that.
grandma's, like, excessively cautious of people, I guess. Like, I would, like, she's, like, borderline paranoid, I guess. And when I told her I was meeting up with you in Utah or whatever, she was like, okay, well, be careful. You don't know who he is or whatever. And I was like, okay, but he pulled a knife on me, but I agreed to make breakfast in the morning, and we call it a deal. If you didn't
Yeah.
She's like, that's not funny. I thought I had trust issues, but, like, she makes me feel like I trust too many people.
Okay, I think this should be good. We'll have really bad audio, but
Oh, Brody,
at least it records it. Okay. Okay, we're back. A little malfunction with my setup.
my brother's here for the free fire ASMR.
Who's your brother? Oh.
The Preston Show.
Oh, okay.
He started a YouTube channel. I was gonna help him. He made one vlog and gave up, like a failure. Very pretty.
No, actually very warm next to the fire. Very warm.
Speak for yourself, peasant. Oh, Puppy Kai got eaten by wild animals.
Oh my, look at Brody with the drool.
Are you
Oh,
drunk?
my
Oh,
gosh.
gross.
Brody.
Yeah, stay away from me.
Come here, Brody.
Or at least he went around the fire.
Yeah, I know.
Kai would have jumped over it.
They're here that you guys sit by a fire if I pee apart because
Oh, he's filming a new one now.
they're not gay. Do that.
Cool.
Interesting.
Now that he's on vacation.
So if you
I
get
do
more-
a video every single day. You cannot compete.
See if we get any more questions here. If not, I'll ask you my questions.
Reaction video. Reaction
Kai
to my
is-
brother's live stream. He's sitting down right here, curled up.
You probably just can't see him.
Yeah.
he's not in frame.
He's right. Is he? No. Wait. Let's
No.
see if he can.
Oh,
He's all
yeah,
curled
yeah,
up.
you can see him.
Barely.
Yeah, he just blends in.
Brody's waiting for me to give him food.
You
The
can see,
drool
like,
is so bad, Brody.
you can see
Yeah.
Brody just on the side of the screen, just like in there.
Kai doesn't even really need to be on a leash out here. I just don't trust him enough.
Mm-hmm.
He'd go chase wild animals or something. Or get hit by a car. Yeah, he's puppy camouflage. Jeez, look up Gulf World. We went there today. We pet an alligator and an iguana. One of those sounds cool. Why would you pet an alligator?
Yeah. You know what I think of when I hear that? You've seen Joe Dirt?
I don't think so.
You never seen Joe Dirt?
I don't think so.
There's a scene in Joe Dirt where he's standing there with an alligator, and he goes in, like the alligator has his mouth open. He goes in, puts his like head in there, and the alligator like snaps his like jaws on him and like throws him around. You'd have to watch the movie to see it if you haven't seen it.
Is it like an old show or something?
It's a movie.
Movie?
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it.
It's a good movie. It's a classic for sure.
Classic.
Yeah.
This whole live stream has just been overrun by my parents
Yeah.
and by my family. Yep, your mom wouldn't allow it. It was a baby. Just to say I did it. The alligator was a baby. She forgot to say that. Oh, okay. If it was a baby, then it's no big deal. That can only chop off your finger.
It was small. And sister.
Must have had its, like, mouth taped.
I just keep seeing Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then
So this.
Preston show.
So Natalie is my dad's baby sister, and then Kenzie's my sister, and then that's my mom, and then Preston's my brother.
Well, nice to meet the family.
Yeah, that's the whole family right there, pretty much.
Okay, well, should I ask you my question then?
I guess. That's what
I don't see any
we
more.
lost, like, it's all like family at this
Yeah.
point. We lost the relevance of random viewers. Bruce
All
didn't
right.
even get on.
Just text him right now. Okay, so first question: how comfy is it with you, Kai, in the Jeep?
Kai's a pain in the butt,
Hmm.
but aside from that, it's okay. It's a little crammed, but I don't know. I get once like we settle, it's not that bad because I'd say as far as like ignoring the fact that when I drive he cries, everything else is pretty comfortable. It's just a little tight. Aside from that, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't woken up with back pain or anything. If anything, I like laying down in the Jeep, so.
Like he doesn't get in the way at all.
Not really. He did it at first, but I found out like I just kind of put my legs on top of him, or sometimes I'll sleep a little sideways, and so my feet will kind of be like hanging over where the my feet will be touching the steering wheel, for example, just kind of sticking out there. But or I lay on top of him, and I think he's gotten used to me laying there, so he kind of spreads out on one side, and I just take the other side.
Yeah.
But I sleep comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Don't usually have a problem with him sleeping now. I did the first couple nights, I think, just adjusting, but now
Get
I
used
can
to it.
sleep pretty comfortably.
Yeah, that was my whole reason. If you guys didn't know, I had a setup just like Trevor's, but I had like a cot instead of like the whole bed setup. I'm getting smoked out.
Yeah.
That was my whole reasoning for getting a rooftop tent, was for Brody, like more room, and I wanted a passenger seat. I wanted a little bit more storage in the back, so then I converted to the rooftop tent. And now it's on a trailer, and we're getting smoked out here.
Yeah, might need to move.
That's where life ends up. But yeah, it's.
Smoke ran her face. There we go. Smoke moved.
I don't think I can sleep with Brody right at my feet, like
No.
my feet are over him.
Where'd you used to sleep when you had that set up?
I didn't. When I got him, I just automatically got the rooftop tent. I was like, this isn't gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were doing it without him?
Yeah.
I might have to. I gotta like scroll to the bottom of your old videos and see that.
Let's see, let's get caught up here. Your brother made friends with the parrot. What's his name if you're real friends with him?
Yeah, if you're not.
Okay, we're down here.
It's just being spammed.
We are the Martin clan. One was glorious. Gnomonius. It's so tight.
Yeah, the fur is the biggest problem.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Mom didn't spell fur right because she's not wearing her glasses.
Yeah. Brody's an Australian Shepherd, and it's about all he is.
He's better than a husky because he actually listens and doesn't just run away and do his own thing.
And you know, his fur is not that bad. Like, it's really long, but it doesn't come out like with Kai's fur.
Yeah, he sheds, but it doesn't shed anything like Kai.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's Brody just part of this Jeep.
I know. Old Jeep, you see that?
Nice.
Okay. Dog and get it. Get a good woman. At least you can teach them to turn a wrench. Kidding, ladies.
It's more of like you have to find a woman who knows how to turn a wrench. Because if they don't know how already, they're probably not going to want to learn.
Yeah.
And if they do want to learn, they have their own car and they want to drive. So you got to find that happy medium because you don't want to be with someone who's like, I'm driving all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Like most people like don't want to drive. I'd rather drive. Like I can't think of any situation where I've ever been driving the Jeep and thought, man, I wish I had someone else who could drive for me. It hasn't happened yet. Maybe when I get older. I also only trust myself.
What's the bird's name? Yeah, you gotta find the right girl that would want to do this with you. Can't just be anybody.
Be a challenge.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. So.
Yeah.
So we just got dogs. We're Birdie.
Pretty much.
Brody makes Kai seem like an old man. He's just so much energy. Look at you.
Well, just look right now. Brody's up and awake, waiting for food, and
Kai's
Kai's
curled up.
sleeping.
I could probably put Kai in the Jeep right now and he'd just go to sleep. But Kai just thinks as soon as the sun goes down, it's bedtime. And Brody's like, no, it's not bedtime till, you know. I mean, 30 seconds from now, he might go run and jump on top of the Jeep and just sit there. The smoke is awful.
I know. It's really getting me.
So you want to be like an airbender. We specifically did a full 180 on the whole setup here so we wouldn't get smoked out, and the wind just doesn't care.
We're in Prescott, Arizona. Just
Took
pretty
30
close
years to find his.
Chino. Gotta go now. Bye-bye.
Make sure you send me the Hulu password. I want to rewatch all of Attack on Titan before the new season comes out.
I've never seen that show.
It's such a good show.
I watched Naruto, but
My brother watches Naruto.
mhm.
I'm not a huge fan of like most animes of any of them, but Attack on Titan, I watched it. I got hooked after like the first episode, and it's really weird. Like, definitely you want to watch it before like this new season comes out because I kind of spoiled it for myself. But it's like so many. Have you ever watched The Maze Runner?
Yeah.
You know how like it went from the whole being in a maze, and then you find out they were like experiments, and then you find out there's an apocalypse. Like it kind of does that where like you don't realize like there's so many things that you're just stuck in the naive.
Yeah, I know.
Same idea as like the Matrix, where you don't. There's so much more depth to what's going on, and you're stuck as the person who really doesn't know anything.
Yeah. I never really been real big into like animes.
Yeah.
But Naruto was like.
Only one I've watched is Attack on Titan and Initial D, but Initial D doesn't really count.
Mhm.
Do you hear something, or was that just me?
Brody's walking over there. I don't know.
I heard something to the right, but
Maybe those coyotes again.
No.
If Brody starts barking, we'll figure something out.
again, Brody doesn't really
We got the
bark.
guns close. Yeah.
Got the guns on us in case wild animals.
Yeah.
In the middle of the forest.
I think we need to throw another log on this fire to get it going a
Fire's
little bit.
getting low.
Yeah.
Oh, mind him.
Hopefully that doesn't burn the cameras.
Someone says hi.
Who says hi?
Lizzie Folger. Oh, is that your friend?
Hello, Lizzie.
You're late. The live stream's already over.
Yeah, pretty much over. Bye. Ask some questions. I know you're good at questions.
Yeah, good. Ask questions, definitely. Sean hasn't got any questions.
In the meantime, I'll ask you my other question.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Okay, what is your? I think you probably get asked this a lot here.
Maybe.
Sometimes. What is your reasoning for wanting to travel?
Yeah, I have gotten asked this a lot.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if you answered it or not.
yeah,
but
pretty much ever since I was a kid, like when I was like probably even 10 years old, we used to like play in the forest and stuff, and I always used to like do what I guess is now kind of called role play, where I would just like would run around in the forest and like I'd either be like Robin Hood or just like some random adventurer. And even like at our house, we used to have a big yard, and I used to just run around with my pocket knife, and I would carve sticks and build tents. I remember my dad just had blue tarps laying around sometimes, and I would go take I remember one time, or a few times, I took the tarp, and I got a bunch of sticks in our yards and some rope, and I just made myself like a teepee.
Mom said when you were 3.
When I was 3? Okay, apparently when I was 3. That's true though, when I was 3, I was climbing trees, and like I always just loved like doing like all that stuff. And then even, for example, the first time we went to California, we went with my cousins, and we went hiking through the Indian canyons. And after we did that, like even though we did other things like Disney World and SeaWorld, all that stuff, it was always like one of my favorite vacations was when we went hiking through the canyons in California. And so like doing all that stuff, I always wanted to like be able to do that again. And then after I got my Jeep and I found Jake's channel, it kind of like just went into seeing someone else doing that, made it feel more like a reality and not just as much a dream. So seeing someone else be able to do that, especially in an older Jeep, a Jeep Wrangler YJ, like the same Jeep I had, made it a lot more practical to see that as something I could actually accomplish. And then like ever since then, I've been trying to just make that a reality. And so for the last like 3 years, I've been trying to get my Jeep and myself ready to actually try to go on this adventure. And yep, there he is on top of the Jeep.
Brody jumped up on top of the Jeep.
I knew he was gonna do that eventually.
It's about that time.
He jumped straight off the Jeep earlier today. Like straight off the top. Sean had to catch him, cause remember that?
Yeah, well, he got too wild up, and I called him.
And he just flew.
Usually he knows how to get down, but I think he got too excited and he just jumped straight off. So I kind of like cradled him down.
You like caught him mid-air, cause
Yeah.
otherwise he probably would have broke a leg or something.
He's done it a few times, and he
Didn't ever hurt himself.
No, he's a pretty tough dog.
Pretty much bulletproof.
Huh, bud? Huh, buddy?
Bulletproof Brody. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just having the opportunity to travel and being a big fan of like nature and hiking and stuff.
Your mom asked me. So, pretty much why I'm doing it is, I don't know, I've always grown up like going camping with my family and whatnot. I've always loved it. And growing up, you know, they don't want to go camping as often as they would want to. Even though we did go a lot, honestly. But, where was I going with this? Yeah, it's pretty much, I had the Jeep, and whenever I had the chance, I would go out like every weekend, somewhere new, just try to find a new spot around town, try to find something cool to go do, and just eventually wanted to keep staying out there like overnight, you know, and I kind of just led into wanting to, you know, work what I had. Like I put the cot in the Jeep. That was after I found Jake's channel also. He was a big inspiration to me to want to get out there and do it. And yeah, I finally just saved up money and went out there and did it. And I'm really glad I did because it's been a fun experience so far, and I'm only just getting started, honestly. It's a whole lot of fun.
Sean actually got to meet Jake like a year ago too, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, at that Overland Expo, he was there. It's pretty cool to see him and see all the other major YouTube guys there.
Overland Expo and stuff.
Saved up money. Did you hear that? Yeah. I'll let you two work that one out. Why are they getting mad at each other?
Oh, Brody woke up Kai, so.
Brody. You did step on him, huh?
I don't know if he stepped on him, he barked at him, and then Kai got mad. Like that.
I think Brody wants to play.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, right now, Brody's barking at Kai because Brody wants to play, and Kai's just not having it.
What's up?
Did he just run into him?
I don't know why he's got so much energy right now. Go chew on the stick.
Kai's like, I just want to sleep. Leave me alone.
Boy. Smart man. Quick.
Pizza? I don't know. Pizza's really good.
Like favorite food to go to like out here camping, or
Yeah, that's a good question.
am I like balling in town spending money?
Yeah, I'm pretty basic. It'd have to say like pizza or tacos, but it really depends on like my mood.
If I'm like out there like spending money, I'm definitely going to get some hot wings or maybe some sushi. But if I'm like out here, chicken and rice, it's cheap and it's filling.
I think I've heard of his channel, Jeep Solid. I always just like Google, anytime I have a problem where I need to learn more about the Jeep or whatever, I just Google whatever the problem is, and like the first video that shows up. So sometimes it's bleeping Jeep.
Yeah.
It's just, there's this old guy with a red YJ. He's like a redneck
Yeah, I've seen that guy too.
That guy.
Isn't he called Redneck's Garage? Something
I
like
think
that?
so.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's some of those guys. It really just depends on the situation and what the problem is, but at this rate, most of the time, if I have to look something else, it's usually just to see if there's like a bolt. Like yesterday, I knew how to change the pulley wheel, but I didn't know there was a bolt behind it, so I had to look it up just to find out that there was a bolt behind it, because I was like, this thing's just free spinning, so.
Yeah, it just kept spinning and spinning.
It just kept spinning and spinning. I was like, there's got to be a bolt behind here, but I wanted to see like where it was and what it entailed. And
Yeah.
so, for the most part, just one of those things where you have to like have done it before.
Yeah. And once you do it once, like you know for the next time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. But YouTube's a big help for doing a lot of repairs on the Jeep.
YouTube, you can learn anything on YouTube.
You can
now.
learn anything on YouTube.
You can learn to play the piano on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right, Brody?
He wants the camera. He loves the camera. Brody.
Brody wants to learn how to play the piano.
And he just got a bath today, so he's really
Good for you, Brody.
into it right
Kai
now.
still
Hey, get
smells
out
like
of there.
dirt.
Hey, get out.
You're gonna burn yourself, Brody.
Go. Yep. So I
Brody's
have no more
just
questions.
a
for you.
hazard to himself. I can't think of any questions for you, because like the questions you asked me are like the only thing I'd probably end up asking you.
Yeah, I would have had more questions if I had more time, but we
Did
started this thing
Friend
like
ever
now.
emphasize what she meant by
Let me see. A lot of stuff open. Wow.
what food, favorite food? Kai's favorite food is whatever Brody has.
Yeah.
Same for Brody. Brody's favorite food is whatever Kai has, and they just eat each other's food.
She just said I gotta go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then can't answer that question then.
Yeah, Brody, he's all about anyone's other food. If I put Brody's food in the like Kai's bowl, he'll like love it. He'll think it's like the best thing ever. But if it's in his bowl, he's like, no, it's the worst thing ever.
My mom asked what gear you use for making your videos.
Right now I'm using the GoPro 9. I was using the Osmo. I guess I am using the Osmo Action.
That's Osmo? I thought it was Osmo.
Osmo?
I pronounce
The
everything wrong.
DJI Osmo. But yeah, like action cameras. It's kind of what I use. It's simple. It's easy. And he knows a lot more about like actual cameras, so he's kind of been helping me out with that. And maybe we might have a different camera coming in soon.
Sean bought a like $300-something Sony off of someone on Craigslist for $20, and he didn't even know how much it was until we were playing with it. I guess he dropped it and it was in a river or something.
There's a few things. So the first time I dropped it in a river, crossing a river, I dropped it in the water because I fell in the water. And then the second time, I had it on my Jeep on the roof rack with one of those like flexi mounts, and it fell off, and yeah, I lost it. And someone actually brought it back to me, so which was super cool.
But he paid $20 for it, he said, and I'm looking at it, and the quality is like it's up to compete with the M50 that I use for my videos. The biggest difference is that he has a fixed lens, and I can change my lens. Aside from that, I'm like, this is a good camera. So we look it up, and it's like a $500 camera. So
I like it because it has a screen that flips open.
It's
so
really it's a really cool camera, but it has a little smudge on it now on the screen, like a watermark, and I'm trying to convince him to take it to a camera shop to see if they can fix it. I don't know what it would entail, but a tiny little smudge on the lens, and really stinks because it really is
like right in the middle of the picture too, so it's
like
not the best.
Really good camera for pretty much. But that's probably when he decided that he wanted to use a GoPro after he abused the camera.
It was actually exactly. Yeah.
He was like, I need something that I can drop in the water and not have to worry about.
And as for editing, I use Adobe. Yeah, Bruce hooked me up with that, so I'm using all the Adobe. Learning it slowly, but it's turning out pretty good. It's better than what I was using, which was the iMovie on the Apple. I'm a big Apple person because it's simple and easy. If you haven't seen the trend of that, yeah.
I also like that they're made of aluminum.
It's not the lens. No, I think when I dropped it in the water, a bunch of water got into it. It still works, but yeah, you can definitely tell like when it's really cold out, the condensation gets into it because it's broken on the bottom side. So a bunch of condensation gets into it, and I think it's pretty messed up from there.
It's like a little smudge, just tiny little smudge.
Yeah. It's not the lens. It's like all your. It's your mom, right?
Yep, it's all
yeah.
mom.
It's like all your mom questions.
Like we could have just done this over a phone call.
I know.
But
Just call
it's
us
live,
later.
so, right?
Yeah. Got 11 people in here.
We have 11 people, and the only person talking is my mom. How did that happen? Are the other 5 people other members of the family who are just like leaving it there?
Yeah. Yes, he is an Australian Shepherd. And we have a Husky here also.
But he's sleeping and just got really cranky with Brody for waking him up.
And
Puppy Kai's an old man now.
Brody goes until he goes to sleep.
Does he just crash at one point, or?
He just like when I go to sleep, he's sleeping. When I wake up, he wakes up.
Does he calm down once he gets in the tent? Like, do you hop in the tent and he just kind of curls up?
He passes out.
That's when Kai was hyper, he used to be like that. Like, after it was bedtime, it was
Like,
just bedtime.
Look at him right now.
What are you chewing on, Brady?
He's chewing the piece of log over there. Like, we have this huge stump over there, and he's just chewing on it.
It's literally like a log that Sean was using for splitting wood, and Brody decided that it's a chew toy now.
Yeah.
I want to see him knock it over.
Yeah, right. But yeah, he's a good dog.
It's funny watching him eat wood.
You can start that question first.
What?
What's your next build plans?
Next build plans? All I can think of is repairs. Like, building isn't really an option right now as much as repairs.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I would like to get a trailer, but that's more of like something that will need to happen in the far future, I guess. It would definitely make a lot of things easier, but I can hardly afford to do everything just with the Jeep, none less buy a trailer. So that'll have to happen if my channel like skyrockets. until then, I'm just trying to do with what I have. Only upgrade I can think of right now is one of my supporters actually offered to build me metal fenders when I get down to California. So that's why I haven't really tried to fix the fender any more than it already is now, because he's gonna hook me up and help me out with that. So there's gonna be that coming soon, getting metal fenders on the Jeep, which will be a huge upgrade. So that'll be pretty awesome. That's the only thing I can think of as far as upgrades, excluding the fact that I just got new headlights. I can't really think of much that it would need at this point. I would like to get a Ford 8x8 diff, that way I can get the disc brakes in the rear, maybe get a limited slip differential or a locker, and that's another upgrade I would like to do. But aside from that, what I have now is pretty much what I'm set with until I can get a trailer, and that's pretty much all I can think of. What you got?
Those headlights are a huge upgrade for you, though.
Oh yeah, this saved my life.
Yeah, blinding me while I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
That's just joking.
At least I don't have to rely on your lights now. I was just following you and seeing what you saw.
Yeah.
Looking ahead of me, a whole car space.
Yeah. Well, that's like what you're saying. That is a huge thing of like traveling full time. A lot of upgrades because you're using the vehicle more than it would normally be used by like a daily driver. So upgrades are definitely big part of it. And I've had my fair share of breakages, and Trevor's had more than his fair share of breakages. Hopefully nothing goes wrong in the near future.
My bumper's gonna fall off heading down the mountain tomorrow.
Yeah, so pretty much like whatever does break, I see it as an opportunity to upgrade. So that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with my setup right now. I got the trailer, I got the Jeep that's going good. Only thing I really like is upgraded axles, but I'm doing good with what I got. Yeah, I have a few storage things coming in the mail pretty soon here. So.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I ordered them. Actually, I still have to order them.
Are they gonna be like crates or
no, for the inside, like just like odds and ends, like inside, you know.
Like organizing.
The organization, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too. Organization. You can organize something one day, the next day it's gonna be just a mess because you like go through it and mess it around. And I'm pretty lazy about putting stuff back to where it needs to go. So.
And even just like today, I was organizing, and I think the biggest thing is like the more you use it, the more you learn like what you really need and what's more. Something that can kind of go on the back shelf, like you might use it from time to time, but a great example would be my tools. I have all the tools on the roof of my Jeep because I don't need to be able to access them like every day. Now,
Yeah.
Food, for an example, that is an exception. I'd like to have easy access to that. And I've also learned, like, for example, right now, if we weren't out here with a fire, I'd probably be in the Jeep, and when I'm in the Jeep, Brody.
Did he get? Oh, Brady, get off! He was looking up there.
I don't know what I have up there, but he wants it.
Some boxing.
Oh yeah, I have my box up there. Basically, I found out that if I'm not gonna get it every day, you know, I don't really need it in the Jeep, and so I can like organize it through there. I just put a lot of stuff in a crate, so I can still access it pretty easily, but you know, finding out what needs to be more accessible, and that way I don't have to organize as much. Even like for Kai, like I was tossing a lot of stuff behind me in the Jeep, and so it kind of was a pain in the butt for Kai because sometimes he doesn't like just sitting in the front, and he wasn't really able to get in the back, and sometimes stuff was sliding into his space, and having like 3 backpacks in the back was just kind of a mess. So
Yeah.
organizing is definitely a big part of it.
Yeah. Mark's coming in with the good questions here.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks
He's
for that
asking
question.
questions. The only one here asking questions, excluding my family,
Yeah.
because those don't count. I decided.
I do have a rooftop tent on my trailer. I built a setup for it so I can pretty much be more comfortable with him for the rooftop tent. I used to have a setup with kind of like Trevor's with the cot inside, and it was a little tight. So when I got him, I knew I was gonna need more storage, more space. So I went with the rooftop tent option. It's a Smitty built rooftop tent, and I've had it for 2.5 years now, and it's holding up pretty good. Just a few things going bad on it, like just wear and tear, like normal wear and tear. I've had a bolt come off, but nothing I can't fix. That's about it. Yeah.
And then I have been asked multiple times if I either have a rooftop tent or will get one, and I don't see myself really ever having one. First of all, they're really expensive, and looking at my options, I think I'd rather have an instant pop-up tent like the Gazelles. They range between $200 to $500, which is still a lot cheaper than a pop-up rooftop tent. And so my primary thing is if I ever got a tent, I'd probably go with one of those. Reason being is because they take just about as long to set up, and also the only situations where I feel like I'd be using a tent is maybe like when I'm out here, or maybe not even out here, just because for me with my setup, all I have to do is just kind of crawl into my Jeep and lay down, and I actually do have air conditioning in the Jeep. Like right now, I guess Sean has a heater in his tent, right?
Yeah.
So he has that, but I can just turn on my Jeep, let the engine run for a while, heat up my Jeep, get a little bit cozy. And then also the biggest advantage I have that Sean doesn't have the opportunity to do is there's a couple nights where I've just slept at an Anytime Fitness parking lot and nobody would even know that I was in there, because all they see is a Jeep sitting there, maybe looks like it goes off-road, and as far as they know, I'm inside working at the gym in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And for Sean, he's just got this big tent that's like screams that...
So I can't do that.
Yeah. But there's pros and cons to both. Definitely, Sean has a lot more space up there, and so there definitely is probably really, really nice to be able to sit up straight and stuff and have all that room. His tent's probably the size of my Jeep entirely, so it'd be like if he was living in his tent is the space I have. But I enjoy the stealth factor of it for sure.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I loved it when I was doing it by myself, to just pull into pretty much any parking lot and just stay for the night. And yeah, Anytime Fitnesses are good to stay at because, you know, they're open 24/7. I have a membership for them, and they don't know if you're in there or you're in your Jeep, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so pretty much for me, I've been getting out pretty much almost every night, actually every night to a spot like this, the camp, and it makes it a little bit harder, but it's been good for the experience. I would like to do the whole package. I have gears and chromoly shafts back at my dad's shop that I could put in, but I don't know, I've been holding off. I'm not really too experienced with doing axle stuff, so I would just like to get some JK Dana 44s, swap them in, super easy. Yeah.
Start getting the Rubicon set up.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Get the 4-to-1 transfer case.
Where'd you get this at? Like, look at him, he's playing with the toys right now.
It's like bedtime. Kai's over here curled up on Brody's bed, and
I know. I don't, when you got that? I didn't see that at all.
Kai's like, why are you
Yeah.
He's trying to play with Kai.
He's gonna get mad.
I know.
Yeah.
Brody, Kai's gonna get mad at you. Careful.
But yeah, it would be the easiest thing to do, I think, for me. Just get new axles and just swap them in. And yeah, it was a Craigslist thing. I'm pretty good at Craigslist. I buy some stuff pretty cheap. So I got those axles, and chromoly shafts are pretty cheap.
I think you can find some Dana 44s on ZJs, I think, on some of them.
Yeah.
Because they have the V8.
Well, ZJs. Those are the Grand Cherokees, right?
Yeah, the old Grand Cherokees.
I would need coils, though. They have don't the backs have
You have coil
leaf
suspension,
springs?
right?
Doesn't the back
Not
of
on
those?
the ZJs. The ZJs
Oh, no?
are full coil. The XJs had the leaf in the back.
See, I didn't know that.
The ZJs had full coil setup. That's why some people actually prefer the ZJs. Because even though they don't look as stealthy, they have a full coil setup, which is why you see a lot of them become like these mean rock crawling monsters.
Yeah, okay.
Like leaping Jeeps.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
But yeah.
Any new questions?
No, so I have a question for you. I just thought of right now.
Oh, cool. I
But-
haven't thought of any
I know.
questions.
I know the answer to, but they might not know. What knife do you carry every day, and where is your knife?
You just like threw that one at me. My Buck Spitfire, I think is what it's called. I think it's Buck Spitfire Mini. Specifically the mini one, because I held both, and the mini just seemed like the perfect size. It wasn't too big for day-to-day use. It felt good in my hands. And recently, I put my jacket on top of the Jeep, and this is just a theory. I don't know exactly when this happened, but I'm pretty sure this is when it happened. I put my jacket on the top of my Jeep. We were at Sean's house. I was trying to get Kai back in the Jeep, and it was hot outside. And after I got Kai in the Jeep, I completely forgot about my jacket. I closed the door, started driving down the street, and halfway through, I just saw in my peripheral vision just something fall down. I look over, and my jacket's right there. So I rolled my window down real quick. I grabbed the jacket, and it had just snagged just a hair on the door, like just barely clipped it. So I was able to open my door, pull my jacket in, throw it behind me, didn't think twice about it, and the next day I cannot find my knife to save my life, and I am 99% sure it was in the pocket of my jacket, and it fell out when it fell off the Jeep, and never found it again.
Yeah, I
Think
guarantee
it's gone.
someone walked by and saw it and took it. Yeah.
It's a decently populated kind of country, but still lots of neighbors around.
Yeah.
I guess lots of people walk around there. But
Yeah.
I cleaned out my Jeep today and checked like pockets of every single pair of pants I could find, and I did not see it, so I'm pretty sure it's gone.
You can see the flames in the fire.
It really stinks too, because I went to like every single place here that has knives and could not find the same knife there, so it's a real bummer. And Amazon, I bought it for $30, and Amazon has it for like $45, and so I think I'm gonna wait, but I need to get a pocket knife soon because I use it for like cooking and everything, and I'm not willing to pay $180 for Sean's like nice whatever knives he buys.
I have a knife addiction.
Like we were talking about, like I was telling him how I only like quality knives. Like I don't like buying the cheap gas station knives, as I call them, with the plastic handles and the dragon designs. I don't understand people who collect those. They don't make sense to collect those to me. Sean collects knives, I guess, but he's got like, what are the Springfields?
Benchmade.
Benchmade.
Benchmade knives.
Benchmade knives. It's like $180 pocket knives.
Yeah.
They're nice for sure, but I don't know. It's just out of my budget. But I did like it. I used one of his really expensive potato peelers, so
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
it really sliced that potato real good.
Yeah, and the thinking for me is like I buy this knife and
want
I
it to
have it
last.
for a long time, you know.
Yeah,
And like every day adds up the use of it.
yeah,
And it's worth it for me. But I have like 4 of them, so
yeah. I feel
I
like
can't justify that.
I probably wouldn't spend more than $100 on a pocket knife, I think, unless there was a really good reason for it. But
Mhm.
I don't know, unless I had good money.
Yeah.
And I really like I'd have to really like the knife to pay $180 for it.
Yeah, I really like this one that I have.
Yeah.
What are some main places you want to go to? Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Okay. Colorado. I kind of got a taste of Colorado, but I had to go back for upgrades to the Jeep. The axles had 307s in them, and if you can imagine the weight I had in the Jeep at the time with 307 axles, and then you go up to Colorado, 7,000 feet elevation, driving on mountains and stuff. I mean, it was scary, honestly, with
Did it pause?
how much it was lagging. I don't know.
It's lagging, or
Is it lagging?
I think so. 'Cause it's stuck on that.
Yeah. It's also like you wonder if it's lagging on the live stream or if
Yeah.
it's lagging on your phone.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Oh, you can
It's
hear
just-
it? Okay. So
okay.
maybe. Okay, so anyway, Colorado was like the #1 place I wanted to hit. I got to go to Idaho Springs, Colorado, and see St. Mary's Glacier. After that, I really didn't get to explore much. The Rockies was the #1 place I wanted to see, so I really don't feel like I accomplished Colorado as far as like a state I travel to. So I plan on going back there as soon as the fires are all gone and I can go to the Rockies. The only other place I can think of is Lake Tahoe in California.
Yeah, they're saying screen's frozen,
Is the screen frozen?
and everybody's
Everybody's screen's frozen.
That's what.
I'll check in a
keeping
minute. So
cool.
that's pretty much it. Lake Tahoe and Colorado, the Rockies, were like my two #1 biggest hits, I think. Let's see if there's
Alright,
somebody.
we take a short commercial break here. While he fixes the screen,
Oh, I see why.
did it turn off?
No, it popped up with the low power mode thing,
Oh.
telling me that my
There we go. All right, we're back. We just had a slight inconvenience.
streaming was back. Yes.
Okay.
Whew.
You done with your explaining? in
Yep,
this?
that's pretty
Okay.
much it.
Pretty much for me, I want to go to Colorado. That seems like a really awesome state to go to. I've never been, but right now is a really bad time to go. One, it's being wintertime coming up, and two, I guess they're in full lockdown, which would not be cool to go to. But Colorado seems like a really awesome place to go to, and I don't know, just see where the adventure takes me. Kind of go with the flow and find out where we'll end up at.
Oh, I have a follow-up question once you're done.
Okay, I'm done now.
Are you done?
Yeah.
What's the coolest place you've gone so far?
So far, this trip or like in general?
Let's say in general, just because.
Well, I would say Oregon, just because it's so diverse, the state is.
Mhm.
But I really wish I had this set up before I had it, or I went to that Oregon.
Like having the trailer and stuff.
Yeah, because I felt like with the cot setup and by myself, I was like stuck with, I don't know, having to carry little stuff like groceries and fuel and stuff. I didn't have a gas tank or anything, but yeah, I felt like I had to stay closer to town, and like with this I can kind of get out there with the solar setup I have now.
Gotcha.
I can stay out longer, but
you felt more like you kind of trapped to the city and
yeah,
staying in society.
but Oregon was definitely a really awesome state to go to, and you should check it out one day. It's pretty
Definitely
awesome.
on my list. I've seen some pictures. I actually found out an old friend of mine, well, I guess more of an acquaintance, but we talk a little bit from time to time now. Apparently she's a teacher down there. I didn't know she moved there. She posted pictures recently. I was like, what made you decide to drive all the way to Oregon? She's like, I'm a teacher here. I'm like, oh, did not know that.
Yeah.
It was
There's
interesting
Kai.
to see. There's Kai.
Yeah.
He just wanted to see what's going on, and now
Just
he's going
wanted
to go
to
to
make an
bed.
appearance in the vlogs.
Yeah, Kai's so calm right now. He hasn't been on the leash half the time. Well, he's on his leash, but I haven't really had to grab his leash the whole time we've been on the live stream. Just to give you an idea.
He's a pretty calm dog.
For the most part. Sean got a taste of exactly why I don't let him off the leash though when we went to his parents' house.
Weirdest thing.
Calm as could be, as soon as that leash was off, I mean, he kicked dust in the air, just zoom.
Yeah, he was
He was
gone.
gone. But his neighbors have horses and stuff, and Kai has herding instincts, so he was like all excited, just stood there and stared at the horses for like hours.
Yeah. Okay, so Jen's back.
Oh.
Yeah, Alaska would definitely be a cool place to go to. Same thing. I would have to go during like the spring, summer times. I don't like the cold weather.
See, I'm kind of scared to go to Alaska because I feel like I'll never leave.
Yeah, it's
Seeing
really
the pictures and stuff of the place and how big it is, it's like bigger than Texas. It's like half the size of America.
it's pretty huge.
So I don't
did you
even know
see
where
the-
I'd start. Like, where do you go?
Did you see the Ultimate Adventure when
Yeah,
they went up there? Yeah, that looks really cool.
it looks so.
I would definitely want to go like with a group, like of people.
I think
to
that'd
do
be
that.
a lot cooler. Like, get
Yeah.
together like an Overland group.
Yeah, that would be the best thing to do. It's always better to travel with somebody than alone, but it's also nice to be alone most of the time.
It'd be really cool to be able to hook up with the like Ultimate Adventure people and stuff, but I don't think either of our rigs qualify.
Hello, Joey. Thanks for joining.
Oh, he just got on here too.
Yeah, he said it looks like a good time.
We've been on here for like an hour, have new people joining.
Has it been like an hour already?
I feel like it's been longer than an hour.
Yeah, wow, you can't see.
Wait,
on,
how long has it been?
I don't think you can see on there.
No, you can't. Let me see how long it's been on my side.
Yeah.
I don't want to get away from the fire.
Because it's starting to get a little cold.
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing short socks
Yeah, it's
today.
been an hour and 7 minutes.
Hour and 7 minutes. We'll go for a little longer here.
I usually just go until either I'm done with it or other people are done asking me questions.
Yeah, 67 minutes. Thanks
Yep.
for keeping count. Coast Guard, buddy. I'm his.
That's the guy who. Oh, Kai. Brody's messing.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was telling me about you the other day. Okay. He's playing with the toy or what? Okay.
He's supposed to meet up with me one day.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I have another
I think
question
he
for
has a
you that I just thought of.
silver CJ. I'm gonna put Kai in the Jeep. 'Cause
Okay.
He's tired. Come on, Kai. Let's go.
We're gonna take a short commercial break here while Trevor puts Kai in the Jeep. Kai's getting a little cranky. He's getting to be an old man. And Brody is antagonizer and always wants to play and really forces it. Did I say that wrong? I don't know. But yeah, so short commercial break, promote my channel, go check it out. Sean's Jeep Life, doing the same thing, a little different than Trevor. Yeah, right now he's in my state part of the country, Prescott, Arizona, and I'm kind of showing him around and checking out the cool places. It's good for me to be here and him to be here at the same time because I know like the area, like the cool places to go to, and like in Moab, the first night I got there, I was kind of looking for a place to stay, and like out here, I know where to go to stay. So that's good for me and him. We don't really have to worry about having somewhere to stay. We know where to go to already. But yeah, so showing him around, and Brody and Kai, they like to play, except for when Kai's grumpy and tired right now. But yeah, it's been good having him here, and it's good for me to be back too, because I can have my dad's shop to work on my own stuff on the weekends, and I'm helping him with some of his repairs also, which is good for both of us. Yeah, but pretty much it. So Trevor's coming back right now. I'll ask him the question that I had.
So cold. What's the temperature today?
It's cold. That's what
I
it
feel
is.
like it's colder than it was the last couple days, that's for sure. We gotta get to Phoenix fast. It's like 40 degrees there at night.
Oh, you want one of the V8s, huh?
Hmm?
Jen's talking about she wants one of the V8.
Oh, she wants one of the 392s. Not everybody's rich, Jen. I want one too, though. Oh, now Kai's being fussy.
California, my local Jeep.
Okay, I'll put Kai on.
For both of you. Cool, man. Definitely might hit that up one day. I have family down in South California, so I can always stay with them also, which would be awesome to have like someone like your group to hang out with also. Other than family, I know no one in California anymore, so that would be awesome. Maybe one day. I think Trevor's probably gonna go there more frequent than I am.
Where?
Sooner, California.
California. Oh yeah. I plan on going next date if I can.
I'm planning more on. I don't really know actually what I'm planning, so I won't say anything about that.
Did I miss some questions?
Shoot, what was the question I was gonna ask you now?
Brought to you by
I'm drawing a
Tecton
blank.
Tools.
Yeah.
I feel like Tecton is Harbor Freight's tool. Never heard of Tecton.
Never heard of Tecton either, no.
Is that Harbor Freight? Because they probably
No,
would.
Harbor Freight's Pittsburgh.
Is it? Oh, you're right.
No whiskey. He doesn't drink.
I have Pepsi.
I have Bud Light.
I have Pepsi.
What was the question I was gonna ask you?
It's real feel 25 degrees here in PA.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's probably
What
like
were we talking?
20
Let me see if I
degrees.
can look at the comments. Think I was talking about.
It gets down to like 20 degrees out here at night, but it feels a lot cooler than usual right now. I'd go get my other coat if I wasn't planning on going to bed in a couple minutes. See if you can backtrack and get a memory boost.
Yeah, I can't.
I hate that when it's like on the tip of your tongue. Guy's crawling under the Jeep.
Yeah, come out here. We're here for a while, at least.
Yeah, you should.
We can do what Trevor said earlier.
We can at least go to Phoenix.
Yeah, be
'Cause,
staying here for a little bit, but I will be heading down to Phoenix soon.
If that's a better option, because it's getting cold here.
I honestly can't think of the question, so we're just gonna let it roll.
Whoop, your
Wind's picking up and the light changed.
yeah, your light fell over.
Yeah, if
Now it's like a lot more campfire feel.
yeah, probably turn this like this actually.
Wind's getting nice and warm.
Yeah, if I think of the question, I'll just ask you. But if not, it's whatever.
Yeah.
We should throw a log.
It gets down to 40 here.
Throw a log right into there, so we got some heat on us.
It gets down to 40. Down to 40 is warm.
Yeah.
Down to 40 is like what I want it to be.
Okay.
Unless you're saying you want it to be colder, but I don't even know if I can't even think of where she put a coat. Like, coats are bunchy and hard to store, and she does not have a lot.
Who are you talking to? Me or Trevor about which knife?
I think he's talking to me. If you're talking to me, my Buck Spitfire that I got, the silver one, is gone forever, and I need a new one. Like, I need a new one like yesterday.
If you're talking to me, I got the Benchmade 940. Only knife you ever need.
Yeah, unless you lose it.
Unless I lose it.
Favorite mod and worst first mod? You go first. 'Cause I gotta think about mine.
Favorite mod on the Jeep would definitely be the roof rack. It's so versatile. You can just do anything with it, really. And what was the other question? What was the other part?
Worst mod.
Worst mod. I don't know if there's any bad mods that I've done to the Jeep. I don't know. I guess no. I don't know. I don't really have any bad mods to the Jeep. Oh yeah, okay, I do. Now that I think of it, I bought some cheap Smitty built seats because they were cheap and I'm cheap. So if I would have to do it again, I would buy a good seat because I'm getting old. My back's starting to hurt with these Smitty built seats. So I would definitely go with like a good like Best Top or one of the Caribou. I think that's what they called, something like that seats. But
The light.
I'm not picking it up anymore.
You guys are gonna have to live with the bad lighting. His light keeps falling over.
So what about you though? What kind of mods do you like and hate?
First question, your Smitty belt seats, aren't they fixed back?
They're fixed, yeah.
That's the problem.
That's
so
the thing.
He can't adjust them.
I put like 10 washers just to tilt it backwards so I can have some kind of
incline. So his are non-adjustable, basically. That would explain. Because I was gonna say I had a friend who had some, and I was like, ooh, I actually made me think that maybe I should have got them instead of this Smitty belt, but his were the adjusting kind.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
But best mod for the Jeep. Honestly, I love the roof rack, but if I was gonna have to try to measure out the best and worst mods, best mod I'd have to say is the bumper. Even though it's giving me problems, there's so many pros to my bumper, having my bumper set up. The rooftop tent would have to be number 2. Probably biggest reason I'm not saying that is because John already mentioned why the rooftop is amazing, and it is. So the other thing I'd have to say is my bumper has the rack on it for a cooler, or right now I'm using it like a storage box, and carry like 10 gallons of fuel or water on it, the spare tire, the Trasharoo, and then if it wasn't breaking, there's even more stuff we could add on to it. It can be used for so many things. It's an amazing bumper, actually, steel bumper. Great little, probably the best mod I put on the Jeep. I could probably live without everything else if I just had that. Really easy to, very convenient for what I'm doing. Worst mod, I'm trying to think of something I might have actually done to the Jeep that I took off. So this isn't really, I wouldn't say this is really a Jeep mod as much as it's something I did for the Jeep so I could live in it. And probably the worst thing was before I did what I'm doing right now with the Jeep, my first run out when I had the actual cot set up inside the Jeep and stuff, I had a like wooden platform in the back that I made, and it wasn't necessarily a bad mod, but the reason that it was probably the worst one so far is because it ended up I worried about the mildew and stuff getting in it, and it actually ended up just kind of tearing up. I was trying to make the Jeep almost be like, what did he pick up?
I gave him some ice.
Okay, he took the bowl.
Oh, he took the whole bowl.
Yeah. But I had this like wooden, basically it was a piece of plywood with like wood flooring tiles on it in the back of the Jeep in that whole back section. And that's probably the worst mod I did because I ended up ripping it all out. I do miss the insulation. It made it a lot quieter in the Jeep, but other than that.
Yeah, I saw that when he took it out.
Yeah, but so that was probably the worst mod I had done to the Jeep, just because that's the only thing I think of that I really like regretted to the point that I ripped it out. Everything else has been only pros as far as I can think. Can't think of anything I regret taking off the Jeep. Or putting on the Jeep, I guess.
Would you ever go to Canada? Tacos and Willies. I like that name, Tacos and Willies.
That's sick. I recognize that guy.
Yeah.
Can't think of where Tacos and Willies.
Yeah, Canada would definitely be a cool place to go to. Definitely after COVID, because you got to, I think you have to quarantine for 2 weeks if you go into Canada right now.
I think my biggest
hold. Or I don't know if they even allow people in right now from different countries.
Under the assumption that COVID is, the whole mess is over, I think the biggest hold up for that would be passport and stuff and transition laws. Just going into another state in general would be hard. I would actually like to go to Baja, Mexico. Obviously, I'd want to go with a group, but it's still like the problem of just, and I don't think they're letting people go into Mexico right now because of...
They are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe they're not letting people leave. I don't know, somebody was telling, one of my supporters is apparently stuck there right now.
Oh, okay.
He was telling me, so. But, kind of the same thing, would like to go to some of those places, but it's more of a matter of like, the ability to actually get there. Kind of like Hawaii. I don't even know how I'm going to get to Hawaii, but I want to get the Jeep to Hawaii somehow.
And same thing, if I would go, I would go with like a group. Yeah. Out of country, I definitely would go with a group of people to Overland with. It's just more fun and just,
Especially, it's also nice just if someone else knows that area.
Yeah, that's a big thing too.
Tell you like the big thing. That's one of the coolest things being here. Is some of the places we've gone, like I would have probably never have gone alone, but because Sean knows a lot of this area, we've got to see some really cool places. Even like one place we camped out at, you could see Sedona just off in the distance while we were camping, and that was really cool to see.
What's up, Bruce?
Finally.
Coming in the chat a little bit late, but you're here.
It's been like an hour and a half. We're about to close out, but you made it, I guess.
No, yeah.
Like, kind of want to put another log on the fire, but also I feel like we're about to catch something on fire, so.
Yeah, I think your microphone's a little burnt.
I got ashes on my microphone, but at least it's not on fire.
So Joey McDonald has top 3 pieces of equipment Overland you cannot live without.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, destroying the bowl.
Good
thing these are 50
bowl.
cents. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah. I'll go off the top of my head here.
Top 3 Overland pieces.
So, I would definitely say the propane grill is huge just for cooking. You know, you gotta have food out here. Can't always start a fire everywhere to make food. So definitely the grill. Some kind of water setup. You gotta have water also. You know, basic simples. Wow, Brody and Kai are killing each other over there.
You think our dogs would hate each other?
And some kind of light for nighttime, because a lot of the time you are cooking at nighttime, especially in the winter right now. So lights, cooking setup, and water, definitely the 3 main. You can go on with that like shelter and whatnot, but top 3
irrelevant.
Yeah, you can sleep in the Jeep if you really had to. But cooking, water, lighting, that's what I would say.
Top 3 gear items. So basically, first of all, what he said, those are really good ones. I was actually gonna, if he didn't say it, I was gonna say specifically the square blue bin with the nozzle for water, not just like any water. I feel like this is a necessity. I've seen some people, they just use like water gallons and that's it, and I guess they can pour it or whatever. But I feel like having the blue square bin, you can put it in tight places.
Convenient.
It's convenient, and it's got that nozzle. It makes it great for doing dishes, washing your hands. Like, there's so many pros to that. So I'm very adamant about specifically that blue bin. Oh, probably because I'm down to 10%. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so specifically the blue bin that both Sean and I use. It's a square bin. It's like $15, I think.
Really? Yeah.
It is a lifesaver. It is like the best way to store water. So that specific bin of water. But as far as that goes, other things you can't live without, a spork. I tried to go with utensils like regular spoons and forks, and because I was really adamant about not wanting a spork, but you just can't ignore the fact if you have one good spork, it saves you so much time on dishes and stuff. Like, I use my spork almost the same way I use my pocket knife. I could cook pretty much everything. I think Sean uses his spork for like everything he cooks, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, you can use it to cook your food, eat your food, cereal, steak, rice, whatever. Just having one good spork, and then when you're done, you only have one dish to wash versus like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And it's like you just kind of hose it off and scrub it off and call it a day, hang it somewhere. So, I mean, Sean loves his spork so much that he drove all the way out to a campsite to go find it because he lost it.
Yeah.
It fell off his.
I left it on the trailer, drove off with it, and it was right there where I drove off, and it was ran over, but it actually straightened it out somehow. So it's like brand new.
Yeah, so it got
Ate
fixed
with it tonight. Yeah.
But yeah, spork is probably a must-have. Even though I thought that I could live with utensils, spork. You already said water and stove. Now I gotta think of 2 more.
If we're talking about like cool things, you know, pocket knife, spork.
Oh, that's a good one though. Pocket knife is probably a must-have.
Yeah.
Like, you need a pocket knife.
You need
a good pocket knife.
Same thing he was saying. Like, you use it for everything: cooking, eating.
Yeah, like I said, I cook half my meals with my good pocket knife. Which right now, like, I've had to borrow Sean's knife so many times because I've tried using my other knives, and just you can use a pocket knife to peel potatoes and cut things, and you use a pocket knife for a lot. Actually, as far as cooking, I ended up just using it primarily as my main tool of the day. So spork, pocket knife, and what's one more must-have aside from water? Can't think of one. You really don't need a lot. I guess
No, leave it. Leave it.
I don't know, I feel like that was like covered the basics after that though. I can't think
Are you on 2?
Yeah, because we got water. You got water, stove. What was your third one actually? I forgot. You said water stove, the water,
light.
propane stove,
you need light.
That's
yeah.
true. Headlamp of some kind or just good lighting.
Yeah.
I got the spork, the knife. What else do you really need?
I guess you can say shelter.
I guess, tent of some kind or bed, a place to sleep. I don't know if that counts, though. I feel like that's kind of a given. You
can put Kai as a survival thing.
Company. I don't know. He's more of a problem to me than
Ooh, someone sent
coffee. You need coffee. Oh, someone sent me money.
Got $5.
Oh, sweet. Whoever sent me money, thank you. I'm gonna buy coffee in the
Does
morning.
it say?
I don't know. Someone gave me a birthday gift.
Oh, it probably says on your phone, but not mine.
It might.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It probably will.
Because we're off my phone.
Okay, so I don't know who sent me money, but thank you.
We're doing the live stream like we're just looking at the comments on my phone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't say.
We're running it off of my phone and reading the comments off of Sean's phone. So.
Yeah. We were up here. I think. That's really cool. Yeah. Why would you leave Hawaii? That's
Yeah, that's a good question.
John
Why?
Emmett.
I feel like as soon as I get to Hawaii, that's gonna be the last place I go. I'm gonna go to Hawaii. I'm gonna stay there. I'm just gonna live there.
Square is rare. I didn't know California didn't allow propane stoves. I drove all through there and used my
Wait,
propane
really?
stove all the time.
I would just try
Yeah.
to avoid the law.
Yeah.
They'll probably get mad with my muffin.
Later,
anyway.
Joey. Have a good night. Brody says, "Gotta have dog food." Yeah, he brought the bowl over. He's chewing on it.
He was literally chewing on it.
Yeah.
Kai took it. Probably he just took it back from Kai.
What are your plans tomorrow? No plans tomorrow. It's gonna be like today, pretty lazy and kind of organizing stuff, hanging out.
We might
probably
just
camp.
go to a coffee shop and
Yeah, get some editing done.
I'm gonna do a video about how I live in my Jeep in the morning. That's the plan. I got it organized today. I was gonna do it today, but I figured the live stream would substitute good for that. But I also have a package coming in at Sean's parents' house, so I'm gonna go pick that up. And aside from that, I guess Sean wants to catch up on editing.
Yeah, I need to catch up on editing for sure.
Probably what'll end up happening in the morning, I'll probably try to film the video really fast. And we might go hang out at a coffee shop and just knock all that out. Maybe we should go to a dog park for the dogs after that.
Yeah, we could. It's right there.
And then head to your parents'
Yeah,
house.
it's right next door.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I felt like doing that today, but I was just too tired. I kind of just laid in bed and took a nap, I guess.
what was I gonna say?
It wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't so windy.
Yeah, pretty much
Do
just
we have half a log that we can put in there though, just to get the fire kind of up?
get it going a little bit. My butt's cold, man.
I know. I'm like, don't want it to
This one right here, I think.
melt.
Should I put it like?
I was gonna put it right in the coals there. Oop, don't burn yourself.
Okay.
We're losing light too.
All right. Let's see here. What's going on? Jeep, no bad. What are you planning tomorrow? That's what we just answered. About the new two-door Jeeps. Or stick with the Jeeps
You
now.
probably just take a log.
If I had the money, I would definitely get a new JL. You know, 4-door.
That was gonna be what I was gonna ask you. Would you actually? If I was gonna get a newer Jeep, I'd definitely go with a 4-door.
Yeah.
And I know people are like, no, and I'm really big about this too.
Bull's done.
2-doors are definitely look better. They're more classy and everything else. But the thing is if I was going to do a newer Jeep, I would get a 4-door. And the only situation where I feel like I would get a newer Jeep is if something drastic happened to my Jeep, or somehow I ended up in a relationship with somebody maybe, and it was just more practical that way. But even if I ended up in a relationship with someone, I would really prefer not to cut my Jeep in half, but to actually have like a teardrop camper behind, and then just have the second seat.
I feel like you're saying that about somebody cutting the Jeep in half.
Yeah. Hint, hint. Yeah, because if you cut your Jeep in half, it might not ever get finished. I mean, I'm actually still kind of sad that mostly that we didn't get to see it get finished, because I mean, whether or not he kept the journey going, I really wanted to see how that Jeep looked, because the concept was great.
Yeah,
The
it would've been
concept
cool.
that they had,
It
I
would've been
really
really
wanted
cool.
to see how it ended up. But I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Jeep like that before, and
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest issue, was that they were basically building it from scratch. And
But back to the question.
oh, back to the question though. See, this, I told you this is what I do on my live streams. I
Yeah.
completely stray from the question. What was the question?
Would you upgrade your Jeep? I'll go.
What I upgrade to? Yeah, you go. I don't remember where to go.
Yeah, definitely a 4-door, but I love the older style of Jeeps, so it'd be really hard for me, like what he was saying, like something drastically happened to my Jeep, I would have to invest in a newer Jeep. It's pretty much an investment, like you live in it, so you have to, it's pretty much like your house, like you would invest in a house, so that's how I see the Jeep. I don't see it as like I buy it just for fun, even though it's a lot of fun driving a Jeep, and I don't know why a lot of people don't drive a Jeep.
I don't
But
understand people.
yeah,
who don't have
definitely a
Jeeps.
4-door JL I would go with. Not
That's
a,
a good question though. Would you go with the JL or the JK?
J-
Assuming
JL.
we're not gonna throw in the new V8 in there.
I don't want a V8.
Really?
No, I like
feel
the
like
V6. Yeah.
I don't know, the 6.2 liter though.
I like the JLs. I don't like JKs. I thought they were ugly when they first came out.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd go with the JK.
No. Yeah, the cheaper, I guess, but
I think it's cheaper, and I also just think it's more basic. Honestly, I'd probably go with the Sahara maybe. But then again, when the JK was what made me want to get a Jeep. I was really adamant about buying a JK, and eventually I was converted into the right decision, obviously. But I was very insistent on getting either a JK or buying a TJ until I could afford a JK.
Great question, Cameron Spencer. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Good question here from Base Camp Unbounded. How long does it take to set up your camp? Pretty much.
I'll let you answer that one first because you
And
have a
tear
lot
down.
more to actually set up.
Yeah, so for me, I can set up somewhere and not unhook the trailer. I can set up in 5 minutes. I can be asleep, and pretty much if I want to wake up in the morning, make coffee, it takes a little longer to take stuff out of the drawers and set it up. So I can set up about 5 minutes, get to sleep, and in the morning I can tear down everything. Probably 30 minutes. That's a good time for me to set up and take down everything, and I'm out. But if I really want to put everything out, it takes a little longer. And usually when I go to a place, I'm out there for a good while, so a couple days at least. Yeah. But for him, it's a very different story.
It's very different. So I would have to say first, if we're just talking about like driving to a campsite and going to sleep, 30 seconds maybe. I basically toss my backpack into the driver's seat, take my shoes off, crawl into bed, and that's it. I'm ready to sleep.
Yeah, you're set up already.
Nothing after that. But if we're talking like cooking and stuff, it kind of depends. I've noticed that with my current setup, with the organization that I have now, if I like get out stuff to cook and stuff, packing up camp is like I have to organize it differently every single time. And Sean can confirm this. Sean will be out before I am. I will take another 30 minutes to an hour, so it takes forever for me to actually get my Jeep all hooked up and organizing Kai. Hence why I'm trying to organize it to be a better fit. It mostly has to do with fitting everything back in the Jeep in a way that is not going to have stuff tossing. But I always learn new ways to organize it as I go on. So hopefully soon I'm going to have a lot cleaner setup that won't require as much setting up. But if I cook something, it takes me probably a good
Start to get some good questions
10-20 minutes to pack up and unpack.
Yeah. Trevor said, any off-road videos soon?
Oh, the other Trevor. I bet that's the guy who actually sent me the... Do you remember how it said Trevor when I got the $5?
Oh, did it?
Were you the one who sent me money? My $5?
Yeah,
birthday
whoever
present?
sent Trevor money, let me know in the comments.
I think it was Trevor, and we were getting confused because we saw Trevor $5, but it was from, I think it was from him.
But yeah, we'll probably make some videos. We have a few days here together.
They won't be too extreme though, because my transfer case sounds like it's about to pop off.
Yeah, there's a trail I want to check out actually, just right out of our camp. And
Worst case scenario, might be able to just pack up and both go in one vehicle. Sean's dad actually has this sick dune buggy thing. Sean was saying that we might be able to try that out, so that may or may not happen.
this weekend for sure, because they're gonna be gone, so I can just take it out.
Okay, we just
Yeah.
Well, now they know if they watch this.
I doubt they're gonna watch this.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna sneak it out, and they're just not gonna watch Sean's YouTube video about it.
They might watch the one I post, but I don't think they're gonna watch the whole hour and a half or whatever.
Don't carve your Jeep up for love.
Yeah, I love my Jeep.
It's not worth it.
Can't get it. No, I don't. If I did get a new Jeep, I would probably keep my TJ and
Oh, I
swap a
definitely wouldn't sell
diesel.
mine.
I'd swap a diesel.
If I
Yeah.
had to sell my Jeep to get a newer Jeep, we won't talk about the fact that I considered doing it multiple times in the past. Now, though, I wouldn't be able to sell it.
2014. Why 2014? Is that like a specific year? I don't know too much about JKs.
I don't think. Well, Well, if you get a JK, you definitely want to go 2012 or up. But I don't think there's anything special about between a 2014 and a 2018, for example. They're pretty
Manual.
much the same from 2012 through 2018.
So a couple of people are asking manual, automatic, and definitely
Man,
older
men-
Jeeps. Okay, we're talking about older Jeeps. I'd go with manual, but newer Jeeps, I'd go with automatic, especially for me towing. I
But
think the
men-
newer.
Men drive manuals.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, but I agree though. If I was getting a newer Jeep, especially getting the JLs, it definitely is not as fun. And like I said, if
Yeah, Trevor sent you the money.
The thing is, awesome. Thanks for the money, man. But the thing is with the newer Jeeps is the only situation, we already kind of discussed this, we would only get a newer Jeep if it was like an absolute necessity that we were trying to make living on the road easier. And you just can't ignore the fact that an automatic is easier to drive, easier for off-road. It is not as fun, absolutely not. But if we're gonna get a newer Jeep, now the technology for automatic transmissions has changed drastically. But we're probably never going to end up with a newer Jeep, but if we did, I think we'd both probably end up with automatics for that reason.
Yeah, and it's more comfortable to drive.
Yeah, and it also just living in the Jeep. There's so many pros to it, and you get better fuel economy nowadays.
Jen, text Trevor. I'm pretty sure you have his information, and we'll see what's up.
Yeah, definitely do that. I don't know what you said, but I assume you're asking about meeting up.
Yeah. Okay,
newer engine. They changed an engine in, I thought they changed the engine in 2012.
I don't know much about those. I've always just...
They had the 3.8 until 2012. They upgraded to the 3.6 liter Pentastar, which is what they keep putting inside of the, it has more horsepower. It had like it increased the acceleration drastically. Smaller engine, but more power. It's what they're putting inside of the JLs now too.
Okay.
So people really hated the 3.8 liter. It was just clunky, not a very good engine.
Yeah, I know when they first came out, that I actually heard a lot about. A lot of hate.
Really hated that one.
Yeah.
Not to mention the interiors on those things are just so outdated. They're ugly. I hate the 2007 to 2010, and then 2011 they kept the engine but changed the interior. I studied all this stuff one time because I really wanted a JK. I knew everything about them. It helped me when I was working at a dealership.
Seems like your family tuned out. Yeah. It's good that we're getting a lot of questions from everybody, though.
It's pay more. So 2014. Yeah, that's a good point, though. Like, you're going to pay more for a 2018 over a 2014. 2014 is just the same Jeep, but older.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing, too. TJs are a good happy medium between newer, older, good price, and good capability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was, for some reason, wanted to stick with the old school one, I'd probably go with an LJ.
$10.
Oh, thank you.
Now it says her name.
That's my sister, actually.
Okay.
Oh, never mind then. I'm not as thankful anymore.
Like
now.
the words
I'm not
match
allowed
your
to be,
name.
but no, seriously, thank you.
Go with the LJ.
Yeah, because it's a longer TJ.
Yeah.
I don't know why no
Long
one...
Jeep, that's what it stands for. Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Is it?
Long
Is
Jeep,
it really?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Now I know. LJ stands for long Jeep. That'll
Yeah.
make it easy.
CJ, civilian Jeep.
I knew CJ. I didn't know that LJ. What's the TJ stand for?
Nothing, it's just TJ.
See, so
And
not
I
all
thought
of them.
I always thought YJ was like your Jeep, you know.
Your Jeep.
That's how I seen it.
That's it.
But I know it doesn't stand for anything.
Yeah, MJ is my Jeep.
Yeah, my Jeep.
Maybe it's a Yankee Jeep. I don't know.
Yankee.
Jeep.
But yeah.
I probably would go with that just because you get the, full set. I just realized I don't even know how to get that money. Like, where does that money go to? I'm gonna have to go through Google AdSense and extract it somehow.
I think that's probably what you gotta do.
There's something. Actually, I might have set it up through the bank.
What does TJ stand for? I don't know.
We don't know.
I have a TJ and I need to know.
Preston sent me. Oh, he one-upped? Kenzie, he one-upped you. He sent me $10 and a penny.
Sounds like we got a bidding war going on here.
Yeah,
I got $10 and 1 penny. Can I get $10 and 2 pennies?
Can we get $10 and 2 pennies? Like, one up, like, top it. Can you top it?
Trevor Josiah.
Oh, is that what you're... Growing up, there was 3 Trevors that we knew, and it was, like, Trevor Kewins and Trevor Lackey, and then there was me. Oof. And Trevor Kewins was maybe, I want to say 3 or 4 years older than me. Trevor Lackey was about the same age as him, so I was the youngest. And so everybody always called me Little Trevor.
Oh, yeah?
And calling a 7-year-old little is like the biggest offense. You take it very seriously when you're like, 7.5, not 7, and you're not little anymore or whatever. And I hated it so much, so we came up with calling me TJ because I hated being called Little Trevor so much. And since then we just... Oh, Bruce wins. We got the bidding war going. We got up to 202, but Bruce won. The bidding war is going on. Thank you everyone sending me money except for my siblings. They're just doing it out of spite, so I don't think it counts. What's the difference between an off-road live stream and or a YouTube live stream in like a... There we go.
Back.
Okay, tell us if the audio's bad because I had a mic plugged in, but now we don't have it plugged in because we have to charge it. So if the audio sounds terrible, let us know.
All right, we're back.
What did I miss while I was gone?
Let's see, we're up here with the bidding war.
The bidding war. I follow you, Jen.
Major weakness, we're doing great.
Yes, we're alive. I don't get it. He's saying it's lagging.
Oh.
I won. Yeah,
Okay.
My brother won the bidding war.
I think we're caught up now. Sorry
anyone,
for that.
Anyone else want to try to top my brother? We're at $30. Can I get $30 and a penny?
Yeah, right. We got the phones charging.
We got it plugged into my computer.
We did get his Jeep started. He has a loose wire that needs to be fixed.
We messed with it for probably an hour. We drove to, I thought my crankshaft position sensor probably went out. We got it replaced. Still wasn't starting. Sean was like, all right, if we can't figure this out, I'm peacing out. And we played with the wire, and it was that. It was like a stupid ground wire or something.
Promised Land Adventures said, I think we're playing Jeopardy now.
Jeopardy.
Can I get Jeep questions for 40?
Jeep question. That's a good question. Can we?
Yeah, right.
I'm okay with this.
Jeep's running major. But yeah, end up getting his out here, and it's been running good since we changed the idler pulley.
Idler pulley.
I can't really say that.
The bearing exploded. It
Yeah.
melted completely. It was hilarious. The belt snapped off on my way down this hill, and it was like, because the bearing blew up, the belt came off. Thankfully, the belt, yeah, the belt was okay. But the weird thing was, is I never noticed a difference in the power steering, which makes me wonder if I even have power steering.
Or maybe, you definitely do. 'Cause I was turning it in
Yeah.
the parking lot, but
I don't know.
it might have popped off right when you stopped.
That's possible.
Right when you stopped the engine.
That's true.
Yeah.
It did sound like it had popped off halfway down the road, though. So I
Maybe.
assume
Yeah.
maybe it was.
That could have been a very major thing. What that even is?
Jeopardy? I don't either.
You don't know what Jeopardy is?
Not really, but my mom knows. Oh my god.
He won it himself.
I don't know why. What makes a Jeep different from a car? The guy who says he wants to sell his Jeep. Everything.
Jeeps are better. Just.
He's gonna be like, I was gonna send you $100 for your birthday anyway, so here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The car gets home. Whoa! Get off this live stream. Go home.
Yeah, but the Jeep goes over the mountain to get home though. So.
The Jeep is home, okay, man? We don't have to. It's right here.
Did you ever get the transfer case working?
Transfer case chain is popping.
It's just slipping. The chain and the transfer case just get stretched out. So this is a pretty old Jeep. So.
Mom's mad at me for giving you money for your birthday.
Preston is simping.
It's okay as long as you say no homo. The mad sus.
He's trying to find a way to take the money back now.
Yeah. Extract the money.
Yeah.
Can't. It's already in my bank account. I already spent it. I'm gonna go buy marijuana.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, I told you, say no homo. It's okay. Man.
Ready for him to calm down. I don't know why I
Yeah.
had so much energy right now. He's right here.
Oh, he's right there.
He's probably because we didn't do a whole lot today.
He doesn't really curl up even though it's cold.
He's hot all the time.
Really.
He's got a lot of hair.
And Kai's the husky, but he's all like got his nose under his tail and everything.
Mom has accents too, kind of.
I'm gonna call the bank and tell them to shut you out. I'm 20 now and you're trying to steal my money. I'm also gonna tell them that you stole $100 from my bank.
Yeah.
Transferred it to your account.
Right.
Behind my back. That's wrong. I feel like I'm getting attacked over here. But I have a YJ, so it's okay.
Honestly, YJs are really good. I love the leaf spring suspension.
Honestly, I don't
Can't
think it's
beat
so
it.
much that YJs aren't reliable. They're just old.
Yeah.
But if you consider like the engine reliability and stuff, they're pretty bulletproof.
I have the same engine as his.
Yeah.
With
The 4 liters just
220,000 plus miles on it. It's running like brand new. Yeah, and they last forever. You take care of them, they last. And who knows really what the newer engines will do.
You never
They're
know.
so new. Like you said, they're just older. They have more problems just because they're old. Things go bad.
Not to mention half the problems I have on my Jeep not even have anything to do with it being a Jeep so much as the fact that it's a Jeep that weighs like 4,500 pounds.
YJs are young. If you consider CJs and Willys and flat fenders, they're pretty young, yeah.
Yeah, if you compare it to it. But even those are pretty reliable, just very old. But like if you, I mean, they use them in the military, so they obviously trust them to hold up.
I don't think that's true.
Just empty every pocket.
No jet engines, every power, Everest power. They have no power.
They have no power. They have some torque. We got some good torque.
I agree. The 4.0 4-liter is definitely probably one of the best engines ever made.
Actually, I was on a live stream earlier on my own separately, and I think I was talking about this, but I've thought about V8 swapping, but the 4-liter is just like such a good engine. Would you ever like upgrade your engine, or you think you'd probably just like if your engine?
If this engine did go out, I would not rebuild it. I would get a V8.
Would you get a V8 or a diesel?
I'd get a V8.
A V8?
Well, if I had the money, I'd get a diesel because it's more work to do. You gotta change the gas tank. I'd probably have to do. I would have to upgrade the axles.
That's
A lot
true.
of power.
A lot of
V8, I was supposed to upgrade the axles.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely. At least
definitely
the rear.
re-gear, but the axles would be nice to have.
Would you go carbureted or fuel injected?
I would go over the 350 fuel injected.
Gotcha.
That's a good engine.
It's a good engine. Probably what I would go with too. But I don't know. I think if my engine went out, I'd probably get it bored out just to get that little bit of power boost. But I think I would stick with the 4-liter. Plus, it wouldn't be that expensive to do. Rebuild like that, maybe $1,000 versus full swap is another story. But if you have the standard, you can just buy a new bell housing, and the engine kind of just bolts right in. The 350s. You might kid me. That's how the aftermarket for Jeep modifications is outrageous.
You've been
In an awesome way.
You've been to a lot of places. Wow. I think I've been to 5 states with my Jeep. I think.
Well, Jen just traveled right across she was just in New York not that long ago. She traveled all the way down the East Coast, and before she bucked it across Texas, came and saw me in Oklahoma, and she rode up to California just recently.
Yeah.
So even just now, she just traveled across state. So
Yeah. Well, it's more comfortable driving in a newer Jeep, also.
yeah, we're not gonna give you as much credit because your Jeep's more comfortable than ours.
Yeah. And you can go faster.
She has a standard though. She's a purist.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yep.
I saw her a little bit of her Jeep in your video, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You
You just
see
have
it
to,
in person.
as long as you don't look underneath it.
That's all rusted. Yeah.
Being on I guess in New York was really bad.
Yeah.
GMC design that Chrysler kept. Yeah, Chrysler just stole the credit.
Have you seen do you watch Dirt every day? I want to get if I had to do a diesel, I would do the R 2.8, whatever it's
The
called.
one they put in the
tube sock.
The tube sock.
Yeah,
that was
I
awesome.
would do that diesel, I think. A little 4-cylinder.
You can go scuba diving with that thing.
Yeah. But diesels, I really like the idea of diesels. They're just efficient and, they sound cool.
Definitely way better for a Jeep though with off-roading and stuff. I mean, you just put it in low gear and you just go. So much torque and peaking power at its low gear, especially with your trailer and everything. You don't have to worry about as much stuff.
Yeah. A TDI swap would be pretty cool. I almost bought a Jeep with a TDI in it, but
Isn't it TDI? Is that the
Volkswagen.
That's a Volkswagen, yeah.
Yeah, but the deal didn't go through, and kind of wish it did, but at the same time, there's problems with it I couldn't fix. Interesting.
You've never been to Idaho? Idaho's good.
Idaho's a cool place. I was there for a short time, but I wish I would have stayed there longer.
Definitely.
It just got way too cold.
If I get my transfer case rebuilt, we can go to Hell's Revenge. It's scary as heck. Have you ever been to Hell's Revenge? Did you ever go?
That was my first time in Moab with you.
So you did.
I didn't go.
You should have gone. Oh, it's so scary.
I was so ready. I hate staying in one place for too long though, so I was so ready to get out of there.
I got bored pretty fast too, but I think
Yeah.
Hell's Revenge, like, I don't know if I could have stayed there for much longer, but definitely a cool place to visit. I don't think I could live there. I miss trees very, very fast. I started missing trees.
Campfire ambience is very nice, actually.
Yeah, I
And it
forgot.
keeps us warm.
I forgot we don't have a speaker, so we're probably gonna have to talk louder. I hope the wind noise isn't awful, but it probably is. We might have to start yelling.
Someone say something about that.
Yeah, I forgot we don't have the speaker, so
Yeah.
I'll try to talk louder. So in the winter months, definitely heading to Phoenix first, because I know it's warm down there, and then from there, I don't know. I'm thinking about going to SoCal, just because I know a lot of people there, and I also have some family up there. They messaged me recently and told me that if I want to stay with them, that'd be perfectly fine. I'd probably just end up sleeping in their driveway, but yeah, it'd be really cool to go visit there. My biggest concern right now is the whole political craziness that's going on, COVID, and then just gas. $4 for a gallon of gas is a lot of money, so it really depends on that, but right now it seems like I might be in Alaska for the majority. Battery low. Battery low.
I'll end my video there anyways.
Yeah.
Let's see here, weather.
It's weather right now. Is it only 30 degrees? That's a lie.
I don't
Lying
think so.
to us. It's colder than that. 30 degrees feels like what?
Feels like 19.
There you go, that's more accurate.
It's 30, feels like 19.
It does feel, I was gonna say, I was guessing 20.
There's
20
winds
degrees.
of 20 miles an hour, which I think the trees here really help out.
Oh, they kept past it though, and it's cold.
It's definitely a brisk in the air.
Well, I also gotta point out, it's just measuring Prescott. It's not counting the fact that we're like 1,000 feet in the air above Prescott. We're on this mountain, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's probably a little colder up here than it is in the town.
Okay, we're live again. Yeah, it's cold out here. Only thing keeping us up right now is, well, the live stream and the fire.
And then, like Jen was saying, there's tight restrictions in California. Yeah, that's the thing. I might have to wait because things like having an anytime fitness so I can shower and stuff is kind of a necessity for me.
Yeah.
The only reason I might make an exception is because, like I said, I have friends and family in California, so I might be able to like utilize their things if I absolutely have to. But I'm kind of gonna just wait. I really want to go to California to see lots of places, but definitely there's a lot of craziness going on with the whole lockdowns and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know where are you planning on going in the winter months?
Winter months.
I guess it's like 2 months.
Southern Arizona for sure. It's always warm there. And maybe over to Texas. I don't know yet. I really haven't made up my mind. I'm kind of just taking it how it goes, I guess. Just kind of seeing where I want to go here. But, really, I would not go to California just because it's so bad over there right now.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to go there because I do have family that I love to see. But yeah, it's just crazy over there right now.
Just kind of depends on how things go from here.
Just kind of going with the flow, I guess. Yeah. Every day is different. That's how it goes. Way of the road. Let's hit up Big Bend when you are back in Texas, fellas.
I don't want to go back to Texas. I don't know actually.
What's Big Bend?
I actually don't know. What is Big Bend? Tell us, because I lived in Texas for like my teenage years of my life, I guess, because we moved there when I was about 12, and so as far as like high school went, that's where I grew up. First like 5 years was on the west side in Midland, Texas, and then we moved to the east side, Longview, Texas, and I don't like any of it really. As far as like living there goes, it's just mediocre at best. My roots are still closer towards Kansas, but I really don't think I fit into either of those places, so I definitely like the nature aspect of being more on this side. Like I like even just here in Arizona is pretty nice.
The West Coast is so beautiful. It really is.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Like Texas is kind of overpopulated with either just deserts and flat deserts at that. Like over here the deserts still have mountains and stuff. Over there it's, unless you're in like El Paso, it's pretty much just flat deserts and not much to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no. I don't even know what MS is.
You don't know what ASMR is?
I don't know what that is, so I don't listen
Really?
to it. Yeah. Or what is it? I mean, I might know what it is.
So it's basically it's a term. It's actually a term for a reaction you have to something. So basically, what ASMR is, and it's hard to explain unless you've experienced it. But if you've ever like been sitting somewhere and just like at the dentist or something, and they're talking to you in kind of a soft voice, and you get this like tingly feeling down your back. Best way to describe it. Have you ever seen those like massage head things?
Yeah.
It feels like that, but it's just a natural reaction. It's like a body's reaction to like someone just like talking to you softly or whatever. And so ASMR videos are typically just people who are just talking about something, but it'll be like really calm and subtle. So it's usually some kind of role play, like you're at the dentist or something. So it's basically like they're talking to you, but obviously they're not. It's just a video of just talking.
Okay, yeah.
Basically to the camera, like they're talking to you in a really soft, calming voice. Lots of people use it to either relax or to sleep, and everybody else thinks that's really weird.
I can confirm that's a no then. Yeah. Yeah, Sedona is definitely a place to check out if you ever go to Arizona.
I heard that Sedona is a must-see when it's snowing, but that the chances of it snowing are pretty low, so you have to like really catch it. But it definitely looks pretty nice up there.
I'm gonna subscribe. To you? You haven't subscribed to your brother?
Oh, he's probably talking about you.
I know.
You better be subscribed to me. I want to grow my subscriptions. But he said no homo though, so you're good.
It's cool, man.
No homo.
It's cool.
Trip.
Tomorrow we gotta check out those abandoned mines, just right down the road.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Abandoned mines.
Abandoned mines. And later we're gonna go see like a chupacabra at the swamps or whatever. Sean said there's some swamps down by where we were camping one time, but he said it's kind of like creepy.
It's like a swampy area. It's cool at daytime, but at nighttime it's a little creepy.
So I guess we can't go down there because there's like sea monsters or something that are gonna eat us alive.
Camping down there's a little hairy.
It's probably a homeless man that's gonna attack you.
Well, it's just weird. Like the high schoolers of the town, they go down there and just party and trash it up, you know. So it's kind of, I don't know.
Really talking about you? No, man, they're not gonna subscribe to you.
Yeah. Why would you subscribe to me anyways?
Yeah, right. Like,
It's not like I post anything cool.
yeah, it's not like he lives in his Jeep or anything and has an Australian Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You on Texas time?
Oh, it's my computer. It's on Texas time. Yeah. It doesn't adjust like a phone. There you go. There you go, Jen. See, you're getting subscribers.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do anything. Like Sean doing this whole live stream with me and no one's subscribing to him, but
If anything,
Jen,
I'm probably losing subscribers right now.
Jen just is going.
Yeah.
Why would you be losing subscribers?
Just, I don't know, just because Jen's getting all of them.
They're like, we're gonna stop following Sean and start following Jen. She's a girl, so.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I have to Google Big Man. I don't know what that is.
Brother said West Texas National Park.
So, I don't know. I was in Midland looking up places around Texas, and like people were like, "There's nothing here. If you want to go anywhere, you have to like go to Arizona." They were genuinely like, "Go to Arizona or New Mexico if you want to do anything, you know, camping off-road wise in the vicinity." So, it's Sean's Jeep life.
Sean's Jeep Life. On
One
YouTube.
word, right?
Yeah, all one.
All one word. So Sean's Jeep life, no spaces. It's been in the description of some of my videos when I remember.
Nice. I gained 13. No, I was at 1. I was at 4 for 4.
Bruce is counting.
Yeah. Thanks, Bruce, for counting. You're always there for me.
Always there to keep my counts. We gotta get to the 500 mark. I don't know why. Just 500 just sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good number.
500.
I like even numbers. Where I guess it's an odd number, but 5 is like an even, uneven number. I don't know why. So. Alright. What else is going on? Nominations. So Jen's gonna subscribe to you too, so it's a real bummer. Yeah, if Jen comes down here,
We'll do another one of these.
I was gonna say, if Jen comes down here, that would have basically the full squad, because, I mean, Andrew kind of fell through. kind of sucks though. I was hoping that that would all work out. So I kind of try to keep track and keep in contact with everybody who lives in their Jeep per se. And at the time, it was me, Sean, Jen, and this guy named Andrew with Blue Jeep Life. And we were like the 4 people as far as I know. There's probably some other channels out there, but as far as like I personally know, people. You are live. Okay, we're live now, and how do I turn the camera around? Alright, so for everyone who's still here, what happened was the camera, the phone is draining faster than it's charging. So we're gonna have to end the live stream here. I might cut out in the next couple seconds, so I was just gonna come back and say that. Me and Sean might do another one of these again, just because of the supply and demand. Apparently a lot of you guys really like this. I had a lot of fun with it. Sean, did you have fun with it?
Yeah, it was a good time, guys.
I think it was
Thanks
good.
for coming out.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who came onto this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Probably will be a lot more prepared next time. My phone was on low battery by the time we started this video anyway, so.
I didn't even know we were starting it already.
Yeah, I just kind of started it out of nowhere. Also, hopefully when we do this again, it's not gonna be freezing cold, because it is freezing cold right now. It's like 20 degrees. But Sean and I are both freezing, tired, and probably gonna have a busy day tomorrow doing random stuff. So thank you everyone who logged on. Thanks for all the support, and see you guys later. Go check out Sean's channel if you haven't. He's like, what is it, 4 people away from 500 subscribers? Yep. All right, if we get to 500 subscribers, we'll do another one of these, and I'll buy us coffee. Sound good? So yeah, do that. Thanks, guys.